world, so I had to write this plea for the next leader of this country. Cause we need to see a nation full of success. We need a leader addicted to progress, someone who's not here for the money and always giving us transparency. A leader with a clear destination and a direction. That what we will see. Most respectfully, to whom this may be. Some people say bad politics slowing this nation down, and some people say implementation is where we does go wrong. But I say that they both are true, and that's what we need to see to fix our style of democracy. Some people say this moving world keeps on evolving, and some people say our infrastructure needs some upgrading. That's why I hope this letter you read for these issues to resolve, so sweetie auntie could start to evolve. Cause we need to see ministries that competent. Information you'll get in 10 seconds. Public servants who will answer the phone and give you advice with a pleasant tone. A bank run should take you the whole day. It's time we stop playing. I what we will see. Most respectfully,
to whom this may be.
Baba, baba, baba. I used to play I was sheriff when I was a little boy. But when I see they arrested Earl, I'm glad my gun was just a toy. It reminds me there are few ways up and 1,000 ways to fall. That's not just for one, but that goes for all. Many leaders in this land could be guilty or innocent, and it's hard for the people to truly know, so they will judge your intent. So before you walk in that big office, take a look at your character and have a long chat with Almighty Father. Cause we need to see power without ego. Take a ride on the bus, let people know. Don't be too much on your high horse, but be confident whenever time calls. Careful how much your leaders put one pot. Them things have to stop. Thy war we will see. Most respectfully,
To whom this may be.
This is written in the future tense, with hopes that you are a leader of great poise and great resilience, one who structures TNT with its local policies, not from global powers, but what the nation needs. I'm not going to lecture lecture you on what's right and what is wrong. But I ask you, based on the people's needs, keep your ears down on the ground. And don't be like Gillian Bishop and not care what the people think, cause you could still learn from the babes and sucklings. Cause we need to see TNT in the World Cup. Innovation from young people don't stop. A culture industry to hang the emblem high. So Soga go stop trying to eat the pie. A leader who strike fear into criminals, that is critical. That's what we was see.
That's what we must see.
Most respectfully,
To whom this may be.
In a system cold, chasing shadows that take their soul. But the rhythm of hope is strong. Feel the beat that guide us along. Plant the seed of change in the ground, and reap the fruits of love from this song. I'm sure we can rise from the shadows as we shine. Through the pain and the sorrows, leave the darkness behind. For the youth and the future, let the healing begin. Of the island, let love pull us in. So come from the dust till dawn, as we rise up every morn. We'll fly through the skies like pain. Our people will rise again. Hand in hand is how we'll start. Everyone can play their part. Man, woman, and child come in. Let the cleansing begin. What are you doing? Find no work, cause the system take them for joke. Let the positive find control. We must not lose sight of our goal. In spite the stress and the strain, let us build our country again. I'm sure we can rise from the shadows as we shine. Through the pain and the sorrows, leave the darkness behind. For the youth and the future, let the healing begin. Of the island, let love pull us in. So come from the dust till dawn, as we rise up every morn. We'll fly through the skies like pain. Our people will rise again. Hand in hand is how we'll start. Everyone can play their part. Man, woman, and child come in. Let the cleansing begin. Everybody wave your hands like this. What are you doing? Hear it! Politicians drive their nice car, while the poor man mighty fake car. The oil money blowing like dust. The people don't know who to trust. But every crisis we will master and rise to triumph from disaster. We will cast the evil away. We make the solemn pledge here today. I'm sure we can rise from the shadows as we shine. Through the pain and the sorrows, leave the darkness behind. For the youth and the future, let the healing begin. In island, let love pull us in. So come from the dusk till dawn, as we rise up every morn. We'll fly through the skies like play. Our people will rise again. And in hand is how we'll start. Everyone can play their part. Man, woman, and child, let the cleansing begin. From the ghetto I born and grow, I learned to make joy from sorrow. Even though it was hardship and pain, I see the blessings falling like rain. And every time the setbacks would come, I keep the faith and weather the storm. With every step and toil I strive, just to keep my dreams alive. I'm sure we can rise from the shadows as we shine. Through the pain and the sorrows, leave the darkness behind. For the youth and the future, let the healing begin. Let the rhythm of the island, let love pull us in. So come from the dust till dawn, as we rise up every morn. We'll fly to the skies like plane. Our people will rise again. Hand in hand is how we start. Everyone can play their part. Man, woman, and child, let the cleansing begin. What are you doing? Dancer. We'll fly through the skies like plane. Our people will rise. Thank you much. Queen's from Savannah. I love all you. We'll fly through the skies like rain. Our people will rise again.
Constructive Talk with Pastor Google, where every conversation builds bridges and sparks solutions, because together we can shape a better future. On the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation. On the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Real.
I want the truth.
Straight.
You can't handle the truth.
And fair.
I seek righteousness.
The official station that defends the nation. The Street 91 FM.
A leader, how to choose a leader. That's the most relevant question today. Now that the man retired, people spitting fire, and every talking head having their say. For in this mixed up land that we call Trinbago, many times it does just boil down to race. They say that one side like African and the next prefer East Indian, but this way of choosing leaders is a disgrace. Yeah, why? Because a leader must help his country to rise, be able to motivate and then mobilize. And a leader must be one whose vision is clear, holding ethics and integrity in the air. Oh yes, a leader should be humble and polite, not wrapped up in ego, arrogant, always picking fights. Not a tyrant or a dictator. That is not what this country needs. That will only make my nation lead. His first goal should be service, not self-advancement or greed. Blessed is the one who was born to lead. Oh, good leaders are born, not made. Setting standards is get trade. Blessed is the one who was born to lead. A mentor, a teacher, a trainer. Experience is their greatest tool. Should be discerning, yet forever learning. One who doesn't gladly suffer fools. delegate must be the most able of its peers, not driven by petty fears. And though he can, don't always dominate, because a leader must be blessed with wisdom also. A good leader. Oh, when to take in front and when to follow.
A good leader.
And a leader must be the one to set the template. So those coming after could duplicate.
A good leader.
Oh yes, a leader should be humble and polite. Not wrapped up in ego, arrogant, always picking fight. Not someone seduced by flattery. That is not what this country needs. Not stumbling about like a tumbleweed. His heart should beat with courage, not be coward or weak-kneed. Blessed. Good leaders are born not fed. Being a mentor is their trade. Blessed is the one who was born to lead. We don't want someone always thinking small. No, no. No, no, no. That's not a leader at all. At all, at all. One who always booze, drinking alcohol. No, no. No, no, that's not a leader at all. At all, no Casanova. Always chasing stilts. No, no. Leader at all. At all, and if it's the treasury that they out to hurt. My. No, 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 that's not a leader at all. My. Huh. Whoa, we don't want that. We can't handle that. Whoa, a leader, we don't want that. We can't handle that. A trickster, a conman, a hustler. We don't need someone specialized in fraud, but want to be respected and never rejected. Here at home and especially abroad, they don't have to be a lawyer or doctor. Their first degree should be common sense. And when it's time to decide, you cannot run, you cannot hide. A firm stand he must take, don't sit on the fence. Because a leader mustn't drift like sinking sand. By the courage of his convictions, he should stand.
A good leader.
And a leader can't bend with every wind that pass.
A good leader.
To his values and principles, hold fast.
A good leader.
Oh yes, a leader should let his instincts prevail. Know how to cut apart where there is no trail. Not someone seduced by flattery. That is not what this nation needs. We don't need another trumpet. Indeed, should be stable with family values, not looking for young girls to breed. Blessed. Good leaders are born not made. Setting standards is their trade. Blessed is the one who was born to lead. Good leaders are born not made. Lifting up others is their trade. Blessed. Blessed. Yes. Good leaders are born not made. Leaving us better off is their trade. Blessed is the one who was born to lead.
Every man has.
Thank you.
Real.
I want the truth.
Straight.
You can't handle the truth.
And fair.
I seek righteousness.
The official station that defends the nation. The Street 91 FM.
Constructive talk on the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation. Constructive Talk with Pastor Google, where every conversation builds bridges and sparks solutions, because together we can shape a better future. On the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation. The nation, the nation, the nation, the nation, the nation,
the nation. Well, good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. It's a beautiful Thursday. Wow, the week is almost through. So is the month of March. Wow, this week flying up. So much things happen in this week alone, brethren. So much things. A new Prime Minister was sworn in. A new cabinet gets sworn. An election date get called. So much things. And on the other flip side, people just leaving a political party in droves, and people see nothing wrong with that. But the time now in Trinidad and Tobago, it is 12, what? I'm seeing the 37? No. Yeah, 12:37. 12:37, and today is the 20th of March 2025, and it's so interesting, all that is going on, all that is happening, and people still delusional. I don't know, nah? Well, I expect that. You know.
Blessed is the one who was born to read.
Being delusional is expected, but I wonder if you know, sometimes I look at certain things, I'm very observant, and I look at certain things, and I say to myself, you know, sometimes persons have to reevaluate, do self introspection, and even if you're not doing that, just watch what's going on around you. Be aware of your environment. Be aware of your environment. And you know, there's a story that I would have heard some time ago, about I heard a story some while ago about a king, and I won't go into the story too much, but somebody said they're not hearing me. I don't know how you're not hearing me. Really, I don't know how you're not hearing me. You need to check your phone. People on YouTube and Facebook, you all hearing me? I don't know if somebody's saying they're not hearing me. If you all are hearing me, let me see you tell me yes or no on the live. Alright? Because somebody just sent in a message here this morning telling me that they're not hearing me. So I don't know. You have to tell me, depending on you out there now, to tell me if you're hearing me, if you're not hearing me. Alright? So those of you who are on the live, you can let me know yes or no if you're hearing me. Alright? Okay, so to the person who said that they're not hearing me, I don't know, you need to check your device or raise up your radio if you're listening to me on your radio, because everybody on YouTube saying that they're hearing me loud and clear. So you just made me talk about too much minutes to go and find out what's going on and stuff like that. So please check your device, see if something is wrong with your device. All right? Yeah, so what I was going to tell you. Yeah, so sometimes, you know, you have to check yourself, check yourself, sit down and do some self-evaluation. But there are some people who are just ignorant, and that is something that they will never do. You know? When things are changing around you, and you still wouldn't even sit down and say, but wait, nah.
The one who was born to read.
I could share an example. Let's just say, today or tomorrow, I am sitting here, and I am, by sitting here, I doing my show, boom, I good. When I done do my show and I go on home, I hear somebody else come on. Think about it. And you know they come. Anyway, I will leave that there. Oh gosh, behave yourself, Google, it's too early. It is too early. So you know, today I hear about a big power walk happening two places. Two big PNM power walk happening today. I wonder if UNC does have power walk with their leader. Any UNC member could call in and tell me, hey, we just have power walk with our leader. She's be walking with us brisk. Anybody could share where UNC power walk does be? I'm not talking with the candidate, no. I'm talking about a power walk with your leader.
A good leader. A good leader.
Yeah, now these people on the live like drama too bad, you know. They only love it, you know. They really like drama on this live, boy. Tell me now, the political leader of the UNC does have power walk? Like me the candidate and decide, hey, we walking through Caxton Bay. We have a power walk, brisk walk, meeting everybody, sell thing. And let's have that. Let's have power walk and thing. And then asking now for a friend. Hello, good afternoon. Like a UNC person calling here now. Let me see if they will tell us if there's a power walk. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I just telling you from my friend here, a friend told me that Johnny doesn't walk with me too when we going for a walk.
Do you know what?
Johnny doesn't walk with me too when we go on the power walk.
Oh, so let's have Johnny on the power walk. Let me go for a Royal Castle break, eh? I'm going for a Royal Castle meal tip.
This meal tip is being brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture. Our taste.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. Come enjoy any of our 5 delicious fish options. All made with a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal. 2 slices of fish with a side. The fish combo. 2 slices of fish, 1 side, and a drink. Maybe the fish sandwich combo of 1 sandwich, a side, and a drink. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Enjoy a slice of fish, a fish sandwich with a side and a drink. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
Here's a tasty meal tip from Royal Castle. Sometimes you just feel like eating a nice sandwich, right? The sensation of biting into a soft bun with the crunch of fresh lettuce and the taste of tomatoes along with the added condiments, all a treat to your taste buds. At Royal Castle, our sandwiches are a hit. Try the center breast chicken and flying fish sandwiches, the wholesome veggie burger, and at selected locations you can also get the grilled salad or grilled sandwiches. So when you get the craving, remember that the Castle has some delicious sandwiches. Ask for them in a combo too with your favorite side and a drink. Royal Castle, our culture, our taste.
In this month, close to 2 billion Muslims worldwide observe Ramadan, their most holy and beloved month, yet most difficult. 30 days of fasting from food and drink and praying build mental fortitude and closeness to Allah. There is a lesson in their sacrifice, discipline, and faith, a motivation to us all to be resilient and look forward to a brighter day. Just as the hunger of Ramadan ends with the joys of Eid, it is our prayer that the power of this holy month inspire humanity to awaken, to remember God, and to make this world a better place. Ramadan Mubarak to our Islamic community and our nation from your Royal Castle.
That tip was brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
So yeah, I was just saying to you, let's thank Royal Castle very much for that meal tip. You know, so it's lunchtime and I know many persons are out there on Marvel Road and I can imagine what Royal Castle is looking like at this time. So again, you want to thank Royal Castle for that meal tip. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You all have a power walk today? You all having a power walk today?
No, sir, I don't know.
Pardon? Hello, caller, you're not sounding clear. You need to call me back. I don't know what happened there. Call me back, please. So I was really just touching base to see if UNC does have power walks now, because you can't have, you know, people looking forward to them things. That people just look forward to those things. You know, your leader in your community, the leader of the party walking through the community. I am sure if I call Gary Griffith now, he telling me he having a power walk. He does have a power walk. I sure if I call Miss Michaela Pandey, she would tell me, yeah, I having my power walk. The UNC does a power walk with the leader? Don't know, just asking for a friend. For a friend of a friend of a friend. It's interesting. Very, very interesting, eh? Very interesting. Me, you know, as it's getting close now to 1 o'clock, I want to play something for you. I just want to play something for you. Right? This is my I want to play this until 1 o'clock. Until the 1 o'clock. I hope it. Well, I don't know. I don't think it will. It will go until 1. Is that UNC caller here? Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Who is the leader? Which one of the leaders are talking about? Because I know we have 2 leaders.
Is that 2 leaders?
Yes. One.
You're singing very soft. I don't know why.
You ain't gonna hear my show.
You're singing very soft. Check your phone.
Don't try that.
Hello?
Don't try that. You're hearing me? I want to know which one of the leaders you're talking about, because I see it's 2 leaders. Now one the leader of the party, the leader of the cabinet.
You need to go back and you need to go and check your phone, because your phone is not you're not hearing you. If you go on the live, I am sure if you go on the live and you pull back the recording, you will hear that I am not hearing you. So I don't know what you are saying. You're sounding very soft. All right. You need to go back and check your phone. I'm being real with you. You want to make your contribution, call on a good phone. Let me try this caller here. Hello, good afternoon.
We don't have power walk, we have power.
Okay, you see how she get through? But I don't want to hear she. Beautiful. Because I don't know what she would say. She might say something out of timing. Because she normally would call around this time. You see, election time, this is the time when she just call and make statements that just get people in trouble now. So I know she voiced that T. Yeah, I know her voice that T. So really and truly. So to the next UNC caller, you hear how she get through? And she was on the same line that you was on. So try and check your phone now. Check your phone and see what's going on with it. Let me see if you're getting through here now. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. You're singing real soft, though. I don't know why.
Good afternoon.
I hear you now.
Right. Considering that, as far as I know, no. I've never seen them in any power walk or any power. It's more of a power stumble with them, right?
Don't say, how you will say a thing like that?
Okay, sorry.
No. I am just.
Sorry, I apologize.
I call that. That's a calling, man. That was a calling. So to the last caller was really trying to get through and thing. You know, we was in here. Right? I think you're on the wrong network, somebody say. You had to check your network. The man said does have stumble walk we. Let me go and play. I can't even play what I wanted to play again. The man just threw me. The man just threw me up there. Stumble walk, yes. Only good we. I saw a video though that made me wonder if they do have power walk. Because I was seeing a video making it wrong social media. Anyway, you know, the UNC really had to thank Prime Minister Stuart Young, you know, for having a short campaign. You know why? Because imagine having a long campaign, Minister. You know, somebody really says an abuse to the elderly, and Minister Young really take into consideration the elderly, and he would have said to himself, you know what, I'm taking advice here. We're not going to allow the abuse of the elderly. So we have a short campaign so that, you know, we young. we could move brisk. You know what I mean? We could walk through an area, interact with people, you know, don't stumble through but walk through. Could understand that. So again, Minister Young would have taken into consideration the age of the opposition leader and said to himself, you know what, we can't put her under all that pressure. Cannot. So let me call it close. That's good. That's very good consideration though. You know what I mean? So we go into for our we have to pay some bills, and I pay the bills and I come back. There's something I want to share with you. Alright, some things I want to share with you. I wonder if I could take this call. Alright, let's see. Hello, good afternoon.
Blessed day to you, Pastor Google.
What's going on, Mr. Sawa, man?
I cool and friendly.
You know, somebody sent me a video to play for you. When you asked the question yesterday about your candidate, someone sent me a video to play especially for you. They said, nah, Sawa, man can't say he don't know what it is. Play this for him.
I know who that guy is. Anyhow, the opposition doesn't have power war. Them that get together, pull up each other, drop off throughout the country. And they want to remember about coming country. But they don't like it. They love money back, but they praise him, and they see what happens. It's just wrong. You have about this, the brother, I'm not going to use that.
Same to you. All right, so the clock is on me. I'm seeing the callers coming through, but I cannot take your call because I have some bills to pay. And if I don't pay those bills, I can't get paid. All right? You know where this goes. So I have to go and pay those bills in order to get paid. Have a good stay with me. Don't touch your dial.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Port of Spain, Point Fortin. It's your turn to laugh like never before. Alternative International Comedy Festival featuring comedy star Damian Melville in concert with added drama, including Damian Melville as Dr. Rowley.
Listen to that. There is never a day you could wake up and you hear, oh, what a lovely day. What beautiful sunshine. Let me go on the beach. Let me go and check my neighbor I haven't seen for a while. All you just get from them is yang, 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 yang. That is all.
Coming to Winifred Atwell Auditorium, Queens Hall, Saturday, March 22nd, and Mahaika Oval Sporting Complex, Point Fortin, Saturday, March 29th. Both shows, 7 p.m. Get tickets today and save a fantastic $50 while stock lasts at islandetickets.com. Cache, Sport of Spain, Gulf City Mall, Trin City Mall, Michelle's Arima, Passad the Food King, and Food Fantasy, Point Fortin, Valini's, San Fernando, Crosby, St. James, Extra Food Supermarkets, nationwide. For more info, call Alternative Festival Hotline at 774-5555.
Come party.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago. We're getting ready for Tobago. That's right, it all takes place in Tobago, Scarborough, Pigeon Point. Everybody come out. Let me have a good time and let me enjoy ourselves now, man. It's all about comedy and party. It's going to be a crazy... Man, you see that what I can't take with all you? All right. Let me do this.
Listen, not a party, it's party. Let's have a party. You don't listen.
You can't win everything, brother.
The teeth in me right through, but it's okay.
Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April. Fairways Tobago Plantation, featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and Friends. Friday, 18th April. Get your tickets at Cache stores nationwide. Fairways Restaurant in the Lounge Plantation. Jenny's on the Boulevard. All E-Cliff Eli locations and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs.
Comedy and party. Have a party. We're gonna have a party after the comedy.
Sponsored by Cache, top-ranking guest house and tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
This is yours truly, Wendy H. Lewis, host of A Woman's Worth, right here on Street 91.9 FM. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and on Tuesdays, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. We are commemorating International Women's Month, the month of March. Throughout the program, you will hear inspiring stories of trailblazing women. We will be engaging in meaningful conversations about gender equality and spotlight the voices of those making a difference in their communities. So whether you are a leader, a mother, a professional, an entrepreneur, or just a young woman trying to find your path, this is the program for you. This is your time, this is your space, this is your celebration. Join us right here on Street 91.9 FM.
A woman's worth. A woman's worth. You're occupying a home. I need documents of your own. Come in, come in, come in. Paperwork could help you find peace. So secure your HTC lease. Come in, come in, come in. They regularizing, so start organizing to visit the HTC. Don't waste no time, hurry over online. Benefit from the amnesty, handle it skillfully.
Get regularized now. Visit hdc.gov.tt, click on the Forms tab, then scroll to the Rental Regularization Transfer Form and fill out the required information. You can also WhatsApp 325-2578 or 328-6013 to access the forms. More information can be found on our website. Be at peace. Get your HDC lease.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change.
Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
In this month, close to 2 billion Muslims worldwide observe Ramadan, their most holy and beloved month, yet most difficult. 30 days of fasting from food and drink and praying build mental fortitude and closeness to Allah. There is a lesson in their sacrifice, discipline, and faith, a motivation to us all to be resilient and look forward to a brighter day. Just as the hunger of Ramadan ends with the joys of Eid, it is our prayer that the power of this holy month inspire humanity to awaken, to remember God, and to make this world a better place. Ramadan Mubarak to our Islamic community and our nation from your Royal Castle.
Let's praise Him, let's praise Him. Let's give God the praise. Let's praise Him, let's praise Him. Let's give God the praise. Let's praise Him, let's praise Him. Let's give God the praise. Let's give God the praise. Father God, we love you, and we know you love us too. God, we beg you for forgiveness for the wrong things that we do. God, we need your intervention. Too much evil in this land. In this land, in this land. Every day my people killing, shooting, fussing, fighting. God, we need your helping hand. God, that's flowing like a river through this land. Too much murders in this land. Flowing like a river through this land. God, we need your helping hand. Father God, we need your helping hand. But flowing like a river. Like a river. Let us give God praise. Get on your knees and when we start to God will hear from us and heal this whole country. Give God praise. Hallelujah. Glory. Hallelujah. Let's give God praise. Hallelujah. Glory. Hallelujah. Put up your hands and sing now, sing now. Glory. Hallelujah. Let's give God praise. Hallelujah. Glory. Hallelujah. Almighty God, we need you. There's no other God but you. You're protective and providing. We put faith and trust in you. God, blood is flowing like a river. Crime and murders every day. Every day, every day. God, you're the only solution. That is why we kneel and pray. God, blood flowing like a river through this land. Too much murders in this land. Flowing like a river through this land. God, we need your helping hand. Father God, we need your helping hand. Blood flowing like a river. Like a river. Let us give God praise. Get on your knees and when we start to God will hear from us and heal this whole country. Give God praise.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Productive Talk with Pastor Google, where every conversation builds bridges and sparks solutions, because together we can shape a better future. On the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
So at 1:30 today, there will be a press conference by the Honorable Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Minister Stuart Young. All right? So Prime Minister Stuart Young will be hosting a press conference, boy. Wow. Will it take that? Sorry I can't be there. I'm really, really sorry I cannot be there. But, yeah. Let me just read it out. So please be advised that Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart R. Young, SC, will host a post-cabinet, press briefing at 1:30 p.m. today, Tuesday the 20th of March 2025 at Whitehall. Wow, I'm missing that, boy. I'm missing that, boy. So let me read it one more time. Please be advised that that Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart R. Young, SC, will be hosting a post-cabinet media briefing at 1:30 p.m. today. All right, Thursday the 20th of March at Whitehall. So I'm missing that by first press conference. The first press conference with Prime Minister Stuart Young. I'm missing that one, boy. Wait. Could I well go, you know? I could duck and go, you know. Anybody in the building? I feel I could go, you know. I can't go. Ah, boy. I'd like to go, though. First press conference, boy. First media briefing as Prime Minister. And I'd like to go to that. Honestly, and I'd like to go to that. So that's in the next half an hour, really, you know. That's in the next half an hour. If you want me to broadcast it live, if you want me to show it, you let me know on the live. I'll take some calls on that too. Do you want to see the first press conference? Yes or no? You take some calls on that. All right, I'll take some calls on that just now. You know, there is this discussion out there, and I saw what the Prime Minister would have responded. He would have done a Facebook response, and I'm sure at the press conference, some journalist is going to bring it up. About 30 years ago, he had an altercation where they say he was bullying somebody, and what. You know, I have been seeing now on social media. I've been seeing now on social media where people are bringing up stories of UNC. We're talking about 30 years ago, you know, we're talking about present things that are going on recent, of a UNC counselor bullying his ex-girlfriend and her boyfriend. I don't know how much of you does watch Doubles and Coffee. That's not bullying. Even sometimes we... Look, me don't go there. We want to talk about bullying. We really want to talk about bullying. And if you push me, and if you chuck me, and if you set up that live, I will play the information concerning the UNC counselor. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Not me and you, you know.
Of course.
Anyway, I won't sell you out.
Well, bring the best briefing, because, you know, the next side do have none. There's a conference without the media.
But them does have
Sunday morning. But Sunday morning briefing, they don't have no media.
Them does have power walk and thing?
That is what I want to talk. That is elderly abuse.
Yeah, that is elderly abuse. That is elderly abuse. You ain't like that at all. Elderly abuse, right? You know, I like that too bad, you know. Elderly abuse.
I don't know the man going back.
The man never leave?
But he never leave, boy. So he kind of crazy, boy.
I ain't saying that. I am not a medical. I am not.
No, you can't say that.
Right. So, but I would allow it also.
Sorry for me. I a pensioner. They go feel sorry.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wouldn't.
Good. Yeah, boy. I can't take the money. Cropping.
Oh, boy, take license.
Yeah,
yeah, but I find Dr. Rowley should have anyway. I tell a man who sing a song this year, Dr. Rowley should have deal with he.
I find so, because
poetic license my foot.
Vanilla and them are parliamentary privilege, right?
That is it. This but one didn't have nothing.
Who come outside, licks them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kokopino, Yeah, and everybody support Coco to pay them, you know?
Yeah.
So, fix them, because he relaxed now. Yeah, he had to study bills to pay and thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Don't forget the elderly abuse.
Elderly abuse. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Pastor Google, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, because we like to say it on
You ain't sounding too enthusiastic, you know. You ain't sounding too happy about that.
because you know, Pastor Google, again, a kind of feedback, right?
You're getting a feedback?
Again, a kind of feedback.
I
I
don't-
have some people forget about 2010 and 2015.
Right,
What the UNC did to Trinidad and Tobago.
right.
And we are in a dry season, and some people complaining they can't get water, they can't get this.
But what about the water treatment plant they was supposed to build on the Beatum?
You understand? A man going with all that money in Panama, and nobody ain't concentrating on these things and little minor issues. We're talking about when they came in to government in 2015, they fired anything that looked PNM and say PNM. And she said she has its supporters. And people forgetting these issues and studying the politics they're playing and lying to them. She said pension for everybody 60 years old. They go on with that. When she come in, I misprint. And these people are them so small-minded, limited-minded, just talk, listen to now, and then looking back. I get calls at home telling me what is happening on the ground and what kind of feedback going out there. You're so small-minded, Pastor Google. Fellas all in missions all over the world was fired and returned back into Trinidad because they was under PNM.
All people who had scholarship that they pull back.
Yes. This is the issues.
What about people who got scholarship to go away and study? In the middle of their studies, the principal of the school had to call them in and say, here what now, your scholarship has been pulled. Your scholarship has been pulled. Yes. You have to seek funding another way.
Another way.
What about them? Put them all them.
Scholarship was terminated because the parents can't afford it. Dr. Royer them open back gates. If your grades good, you're going. That's a good policy. And you studying about water and what Dr. Royer do and all kind of thing. I don't know what is going on with people, boy. I think the education level dropped after about in 80 something when a lot of people migrate. They just study about gimme and what they could get. You understand, Pastor Google? I just call and tell you I would like to see it. I like to see the media conference on your program, right?
All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Pleasant afternoon, Pastor Google and all the listeners. So, Pastor Google, tell me something. Pastor Google, when I was about 17, 18, and even before that, you know what dog and cat I killed?
Hey!
So what happened to me now?
You're unalive.
Yeah, so Pastor Google, what will happen to me now? If my neighbor now go and report to the police that I kill a cat and I kill a dog that they had in the yard and thing, Pastor Google, what will happen to me? I don't know, asking.
You know, 30 years ago, you know.
Yeah.
And if you read the response from the Prime Minister, oh boy, I don't know. You know, I've been reading the response from people under the statements by the Prime Minister, and the majority of the people say 30 years ago, if you were to investigate people who are in office now or who holding high office in this country, their behavior in school back in their time, half of them.
Pastor Google, and guess what? That was a normal thing long time. You know what time people tell me all kind of things when I was in primary school over 40 years ago? You know what thing people tell me and do me? And guess what? So, and the question is, so why now?
Yeah.
Why now they bring this up?
Yeah.
Why?
After 10 years of him being in office, why now?
Yeah. Why now? So, and
that's how petty, and that's how petty some of them are.
Yeah. And the lady who can walk by herself, She was in Mona smoking weed.
Oh gosh, wait, you casted that. I don't want no evidence of that. Don't say
Pastor Gould,
that.
I have evidence.
Well,
So
you
what,
could,
I
you
go
could.
to the police?
No, don't do that. Oh gosh, please.
I won't do that. I sorry, that is my opinion. I have evidence. But Pastor Gould, so what happened to that? What we gonna do about that? This is not the view of the station of Pastor Google. I humbly apologize. But I have evidence. What will happen? A pack of jokers, yes? Pastor Google.
Don't defend nobody dog and cat again, please, eh?
Please. No. Now that I get older and I realize, hey, that PSPCA and PSPCA.
Hey. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Take it.
I tell you, the for them animals alone, he's still coming with all that stuff, yes? Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good day to you again, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
We're talking, but when you look at it, and as I always say in my mantra, there was never ever about country. What she do to uplift this country? They lock up over 7,000 people in the East-West corridor. These people staying with a record. Look who come and represent them. Lock them up, we go charge them later. Look at the man who representing these people, and up to this point in time, the government still paying millions of dollars to these people. But load up the matic, empty the clip, knock it 3 times. What again?
What again?
Ladies' performance.
Yep.
They're running investors from the country. He went back to England and get the royalties that they wasn't taking, but bunkering was going out the country like that. Not a civil servant go home. But I'll leave it there.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon. Nah, man. Seriously. Okay. All right. Okay, caller. All right. Before we go further, because they're asking if you want me to broadcast the press conference live. All right, some of you saying yes. I want to see some response on YouTube, yes or no, if you want me to broadcast the press conference live. While I do that, I want to play this for you. Are they talking about bully? Are they talking about bullying? Do they really want to talk about bullying? But sometimes I just really wonder, you know. I just really wonder what is going on in the minds of some people, you know. Do they really want to talk about bullying, boy? Well, take a listen to this. Come on the live. Take a listen to this. Please and thanks.
Over the last 3 years, 4 police reports have been filed against newly elected United National Congress, UNC, Councillor Adrian Ali. The allegations are threats against the life of a woman and her male companion, as well as harassment and common assault in which he allegedly drew his licensed weapon at the woman at her workplace in central Trinidad. Ali was re-elected councillor for the district of Monroe Road/Peroni Savannah in last Monday's local government election. One of the alleged victims told the Express they had written to a top UNC member last year about the incidents and even sought the services of an attorney, but that no one, including the police, answered their appeals for assistance. Over the last 3 years, 4 police reports have been filed against newly elected United National Congress, UNC, Councillor Adrian Ali. The allegations are threats against the life of a woman and her male companion, as well as harassment and common assault in which he allegedly drew his licensed weapon at the woman at her workplace in central Trinidad. Ali was re-elected councillor for the district of Monroe Road/Peroni Savannah in last Monday's local government election.
So I have a question to ask. So, 4 police reports was made against a UNC councillor. Right? 4 police reports. Licensed firearm, whatever to the people. And he still went back up. And then you want to come to tell me about bullying? You want to call and demand that you get to talk about bullying? and make a whole drama and bacchanal about bullying. So, and that was 33 years ago. But this one, listen to this again.
Over the last 3 years, 4 police reports have been filed against newly elected United National Congress, UNC, Councillor Adrian Ali. The allegations are threats against the life of a woman and her male companion, as well as harassment and common assault in which he allegedly drew his licensed weapon at the woman at her workplace in central Trinidad. Ali was re-elected councillor for the district of Monroe Road/Coroni Savannah in last Monday's local government election. One of the alleged victims told the Express they had written to a top UNC member last year about the incidents and even sought the services of an attorney, but that no one, including the police, answered their appeals for assistance. In December of last year, whistleblower submitted an email to several UNC members detailing these allegations, as well as another in August this year to UNC political leader Kamla Prasad Besessar and Dr. Rudal Munilal. Before last Monday's election, the councillor was contacted by the Express several times by phone, and several questions were sent to him via WhatsApp. Voicemail messages were left for him to contact the Express or respond to the questions via WhatsApp regarding the allegations made by the man and woman, but he did not respond. Efforts were again made to contact him several times after the election, but no response was received. Transparency and fairness. The police report spanned from September 2020 to April 2023, in which one of the alleged victims reported that my friend had been calling the police station in June this year trying to contact the officers, as Ali had been calling my friend's work many times, but no one has contacted us to date and my friend is very scared. However, a senior police officer in the Central Division, who was contacted by the Express before the election about the situation, assured that the matter will be thoroughly probed to determine why the police had slipped in their investigations into the police reports made against Ali. I will look into the matter and it will be action with urgency, he said. The senior officer, who also spoke with one of the alleged victims earlier this month, told the Express that they will thoroughly investigate the matter involving all parties going forward to ensure there is transparency and fairness. One of the alleged victims, who the Express reached out to and who spoke on condition of anonymity, stated that they had attempted to handle the problem through legal channels with their attorneys by filing a civil action against the councillor through his lawyers, but that fell through subsequently and things began to escalate once more. We all wanted this to end. We wanted him to stop blackmailing her and distributing private photos which he took surreptitiously. So, in 2022, Ali's attorneys had drafted a non-disclosure agreement with a commitment to stop calling or threatening us, and we were willing to get this done and move on, the alleged victim added. One of the alleged victims said the councillor's legal side prolonged the non-disclosure agreement being finalized and delayed many times. My friend, who is the other victim, became fearful as legal threats were sent to her that she would face legal action for Ali's loss of opportunity if he was not selected to run in the election for the UNC, and then Ali's lawyers followed up with a pre-action protocol letter. High Court action. The alleged victim said the councillor's attorney, Samantha Singh Puna, then followed up with a pre-action protocol letter in March 2023 in which they indicated that both victims had discussed and disclosed details to third parties. The letter, which the Express obtained from another source, said, as such, there is no guarantee that your client through herself and or her servants and or her agents shall abide and or comply with the terms of any agreement. In this regard, our client is no longer willing to execute the agreement between the parties. The letter by Singh Puna ended, stating, nonetheless, it must be reminded that any disclosure of the contents of this matter to the general public and or further persons will result in the necessary high court proceedings being instituted against your client without notice.
So, only all this drama and bacchanal and confusion. Somebody's saying on the live now, and I want to make it clear, this is a councillor who went up for local government election just the other day. Just the other day. And if you in your mind, you hear what you doing, hear what you asking me in all conscience. A councillor versus a prime minister. So you don't see nothing wrong really with what he doing or what he did. You don't see nothing wrong with what he did. Because you're comparing it now from so much 30 or 33 years ago to now, present. You saying to me, that's chalk and cheese. Really? Really? Okay. So we're getting ready to go to the press conference in a little bit. And if your conscience leaving you to look at it in that angle, then fair enough. Cool. But we talking bullying, ain't? Let me talk bullying now.
Very unique debate for me because, outside of the regular picong, we have also faced some picong from our own side. And that has been very unique. But I can't leave things unattended, Mr. Deputy Speaker, because I sat down here and I listened as a colleague started a contribution talking about A teams and B teams and ended a contribution talking about a very serious, very important national issue on bullying. That same colleague spent a lot of time this year talking about who was nobody, Nimakaram, etc.
And please, members, only Tabakita this time, please. Only Tabakita. Member for Tabakita.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. And so from the beginning of your contribution to the end of a 55-minute contribution, you could find yourself disagreeing with yourself on the things that you have done. You have to understand that people are watching. And Mr. Deputy Speaker, I'll just say this and close this point. That is not given A-team behavior. To contradict yourself in 55 minutes is not A-team behavior. And take that from me, I've been an A student my entire life. Take that from me, Mr. Deputy Speaker.
So tell all of those working pretenders, those who aspire for leadership but will not do one day of work, that your time is up sooner rather than later.
All right. So, you heard Anita? You heard Anita? As I said just now, we're getting ready to go for the live press conference in a short bit. I see some people sending voice notes. Afraid to play voice notes, you know.
Good afternoon, Google. According to their account of this bullying incident, this guy who couldn't take it anymore went and hit the PM in his head and bust it open. He get a bat and he went and hit him in his head. That is attempted murder, and in Trinidad and Tobago, attempted murder has no statute bar. So it can still be tried today and that person could be charged for attempted murder. So I think they should stop going around talking about that because they could get the person in trouble.
Interesting. Very interesting voice nota. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me see if the press conference has started. Very interesting, caller. But you see, some people using it as a political campaign. Yeah, there's a campaign. But you see, the people who even following the campaign or trying to use it as a political campaign, not even thinking about what you just say. Right? They're not even in that area or mind frame or mindset that you are in. All right? Power walk. You know what I mean? Power walk. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google. A pleasant good afternoon to you. Pastor Google, it is sad that you continue to scrape the bottom of the barrel. And a big issue like bullying You making it look like if it's a Sunday walk in the park, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, I have kids. And I don't want people to bully my kids yesterday, today, or tomorrow. You see, part of the problem with the PNM is that one bully, former Prime Minister Rowley, selected another bully, Stuart Young, to be Prime Minister. And 33 years ago, and Pastor Google, it is important to note, it is the same Prime Minister now who called people that look like us.
Did you hear the response by the lawyer just now?
I don't want to listen to no response.
Oh, so we must listen to. Well, wait. So we must listen to you. Wait, just now. You saying that you don't want to hear that about no lawyer, but you want me to listen to you?
No, I didn't.
Well, listen. Well, all right. So then listen to what she have to say. Listen to what she have to say. No. I want you to listen to what she had to say. If you want us to listen to you, then you must be able to listen to people too. So listen to what she had to say. Listen to what she had to say. Listen to what she had to say. Yeah. Listen to what she had to say.
According to their account of this bullying incident, this guy who couldn't take it anymore went and hit the PM in his head and bust it open. He get a bat and he went and hit him in his head. That is attempted murder. And in Trinidad and Tobago, attempted murder has no statute bar. So it can still be tried today and that person could be charged for attempted murder. So I think they should stop going around talking about that because they could get the person in trouble.
You heard what she said?
Yeah, I heard what she said.
Okay.
I heard what she said. But Pastor Google, let me say this, Pastor Google, right? The young man, bullying is something that is very important. And when the Express, Lasana Livebird, who was in CIC at the point in time, stated that he was a witness, that the Express was given misinformation, misleading information. He was there a witness to what Stuart Young was bullying the fellow.
So did he hit him with the, so you saying that what she said is did not happen?
The Express?
No, what she said did not happen.
Pastor Google.
Ask that question. What she said did that happen?
Okay, if she said happened, what happened? If she said what happened, happened. Okay, all right. A witness to the incident.
You know, you're not answering the question. What she said, did that happen?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh, so the witness who was there said that that did not happen? So, and he said that what she is saying, right, and what she is saying, what he said, what she is saying is that did not happen?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know now?
Said he was a witness.
So all right. So see that he was a witness. So if Minister Young or Prime Minister Young, if Prime Minister, well, you know, I am asking you a question. If Prime Minister Young was to, as she say, take up the matter and say, okay, you said X, Y, and Z about me, but this is what you did to me, and he decided, which he would have sent out a press release, saying how he feel about what is being said. If he was to take up the matter, you think that young man would want that to happen now, Tim?
If he was to pick up the matter, Stuart Young?
Yeah.
When you was bullying the guy?
Oh, well, sweet, have a good afternoon now. Well, all right, have a good afternoon. Have a good afternoon.
The question I understand.
Yeah, but if you don't, I don't know how to explain it to you again. You are saying, I'm saying to you that the lawyer is saying that, hey, if you all are continuing this talk, with this bullying talk, as you all are continuing with, right, because it was on a political platform, after 10 years, it's on a political platform now, right? And
bring back things from 2010 to 2015.
Yeah, but
do it almost every day here.
Yeah, but Wall Street, what you always say to me, but you tell it, but you just tell it's different because you just tell me I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel.
But you are.
So you're not only not scraping the bottom of the barrel after bringing it up after 9 years, 10 years.
So you don't want people to bring up things. Right, that
well, here what now? And you ended up programs. Wait, just now, let me ask you this. It did have 3 programs. It did have 3 programs on this radio station that you could do that on? It don't have 3 programs. It don't have 3 programs on this radio station that you could call 6 to 9 in the morning. You could call 9 to 8 in the morning, and you could call 4 to 7 to flush out that.
But let me
I ask you that question.
I could call them too, yes.
No. Listen what I'm asking you. Because remember, you're saying to me that you want to come on my time to bring it up. When you have 6 to 9, 9 to 8, 4 to 7.
Okay. So Pastor Google, I make a decision that I want to be part of your program.
Why? Why you want to be a part of my program to try to come to take up time to tell me something, but you don't want to discuss it how I am trying to discuss it. You want to discuss it the way you want to.
No, because I'm trying to educate your people.
No, I don't want you to educate. No. You have 6 to 9, 9 to 8, 4 to 7.
Listen, I want to educate the PNM listeners.
No, the PNM people, and you know what? To be quite honest with you, let me tell you something. The PNM callers and does complain and correlate me because I'm taking your call. Because you don't want you don't, because let me tell you why they complain. Because they say no. They have been saying since last week that you have been bullying me, you have been disrespecting me, and on top of that, you don't state a topic.
Let me ask you a question. You think I just bully?
There are times that I do feel that you're bullying me.
Nah,
yes.
Why go bully you, Pastor?
I tell you how I feel, but I am telling you, ask me a question, I'm answering you.
Let me say this to you. If you feel that I am bullying you, I humbly apologize. I apologize. I am not going to be like PM Stuart Young. At least I ain't bully you physically.
Well, but you have, and I will say this publicly, even though you may not bully me physically, there are people who have met me on the streets. I have met people, and I'll say this publicly, who have taken your opinion and come up to me and want to bully me for not allowing you to say it how you want to. So while you might not do it physically, there are people out there who have met me in my face and say, you just be with me, you want to talk to Wall Street and don't let Wall Street talk in my face.
Well, Pastor Google, I'll close with this. Your callers and listeners don't want to hear me because they don't want to be educated.
It's not that they don't want to be educated. They prefer if you would stick to topic.
But I do stick to topic.
No, you don't.
I'm sticking to topic today.
You don't stick to topic.
All right, Pastor Google, I want to thank you so very kindly for giving me the opportunity, and have a splendid rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Right. Something I was going to do. Let's check and see. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, callers and listeners on 91.9 Constructive Talks. Seeing that they want to talk about the article and the incident, why don't we also speak about the part that the lawyer would have said? The guy who was being bullied took a baton. Did he bring the baton from home? Where did he get the baton? So it was premeditated. And took that baton, and the first person he see take out the rage on, saying that that was the person bullying, and bust open the individual head, who they are saying is the Prime Minister of this country now. But they didn't read the other part in the article that said that the principal of the school requested the parents to carry him to be psychologically evaluated to see if he'll be safe enough to come back, because they didn't want to have him come back and take out whatever rage from whatever bullying again in that physical way. And the family migrated to Canada. Did they go and get him psychologically evaluated to see what would have caused him, if it's just simply the bullying in the school, or if it's matters at home compounded by that? What was the reason why he did that? Yes, bullying is not acceptable. Bullying could be traumatic for children. However, physical bullying and verbal bullying have two different effects. So he was verbally abused because they didn't say he was physically abused. And in treating with the matter, getting fed up, he took a baton and bust open. They said that no bust open, Stuart Young head.
Suppose when he had bust open Stuart Young head, he fall on the ground, unconscious, and then after, based on the wound that he would have gotten, subsequently would have died. How that would have gone down now? Would people still be focused only on the bullying? Or would they be focused now on the crime that was committed? We have to be really this thing, and not because it's Minister Stuart Young, Prime Minister Stuart Young, and they don't like the PNM, and they don't like Stuart Young, that you wouldn't look at the facts of the matter, you know. Bullying that led to the individual taking a baton, because he certainly didn't have a baton in school. He got a baton from somewhere that's a weapon. And they said in it also, another person saw him taking the bloody baton and putting it calmly in his locker. They're not talking about those parts of it, they focus on the bullying. What about the action that comes out of the bullying? Which would have been, it is like you're taking a knife, unfortunately, and stabbing somebody 1,000 times. You know, the concept of overkill because they interfere with you. The punishment for the action is not even. That is why they wanted some psychological evaluation, because he didn't just push somebody or cuss them or start to scream. He took a baton. They're not listening to that part and bust open. It's not we say so, he wasn't there. Bust open Stuart Young, the student head. And everything everybody focusing on is Stuart Young bully him. But again, when you read, it wasn't Stuart Young alone, it was a group of them, and Stuart Young happened to be there when this guy would have exploded. If the others who used to bully him was there, all of them might have passed in it. So they're moving as if it's Mr. Stuart Young alone, Minister Stuart Young alone, Prime Minister Stuart Young alone was the one who was involved in bullying. And then when you listen to what Livewire would have said, apparently he went to the school. That school seemed to have been filled with violence. When you hear Dominic Romaine, who is the candidate from Malabar, I can't remember how they changed it now up there. He spoke about bullying in the school. And that was even after Minister Stuart Young would have left that school, Prime Minister Stuart Young left the school. So that school have a history of violence with the students and all them boys and them, kicking down one another, coughing down one another, fighting and all that. I'm not saying it is right, but they have to look into that school, what was happening back then too. Do they want to go there? Careful when people look into a big dig pit for people, they ain't dig pit for themselves, you know, because that was a crime that was committed. Blood was shed with a weapon used against verbal abuse. It didn't say that Minister Stuart Young, who is now the Prime Minister, beat him up, you know. It never said nothing about he laid hands on him, you know. They talk about bullying. But they talk about a baton being used to bust open 17-year-old Stuart Young head. So let me be real now and be very objective when we talking about this thing.
But Sister Jenny, before you go, and it's very interesting that you would have brought up the point of it. There is no way where in the discussion that Minister Young would have physically bullied him.
No, there's nothing says that.
It says it was verbal
abuse, verbal bullying.
When you listen to Senator Anil Roberts.
But he does that all the time. Look at Paradat.
What does he? When he describing Prime Minister Young, short, small pin.
Small pin. That is prejudicial, discriminatory, and it could be look at racist also. That is bullying.
And when he talk about Minister
Nayan Gaspie
Dolly.
That is misogyny. That is abuse to women also. Look at Barry Paradat. You know why it is Jagrati radio station don't have them doing the live day. You remember when he was there calling Dr. Early a so-and-so son of a so-and-so, and they said they don't want, basically, put it my way, they don't want him there with that language. That is not a bully. So what were they talking about? Look at David Naked. What it is he called the first female prime minister in this country? Not an insipid whatever. That is not bullying. So again, I'm saying I'm not condoning bullying, but I'm saying if they want to be continuing to go down this road, let me look at this thing very objectively. You don't have to like PNM, you don't have to like Prime Minister Stuart Young, you don't have to like nothing like that. But look at it. They never said that Stuart Young, 17-year-old, hit the boy or physically assaulted him. They said bullying. So we have to interpret that to mean it was verbal bullying. It also said it wasn't Stuart Young, the 17-year-old student alone. It was about 5 guys. But when this fella tripped, basically, Stuart Young, the 17-year-old student, was in his sight. And he get all the drama with it. And a battle bust open. Now we say so, bust open. So I mean blood was flowing. You hit somebody in the head. But nobody focused on that. And then the report going to say, he went and he calmly take the baton, the bloody baton, and put it back inside his locker. So it means to say he walked with that baton from home. All in studying the crime that committed there too. Yes, bullying is bad. It shouldn't happen. But a crime was also committed where somebody was head bust open, blood flow. Nobody ain't talking about that part. Where did the principal at the school at the time had to tell the boy parents carry on to be psychologically evaluated. They didn't stop him from coming to school. They didn't suspend him, they didn't expel him. The family came to be psychologically evaluated to see whether or not whatever would have happened to him there was based on bullying in the school, or was there something happening at home with him that would have exacerbated whatever happened in the school to make him reach to that level. Did they carry him, or did they just migrate to Canada one time so that he wasn't able to sit CXC in Trinidad? Let me ask questions now because they want to drop everything on one side. Let me hear the next side of the story and the other side. We hear everybody's side. Here we side too now because we're looking at it objectively. And we're afraid to talk about this. We ain't afraid to talk about this. Thank you, Pastor Google.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, you remember going to school in the days when children used to gang up and tease one another?
Of course.
It was a characteristic of growing up in school.
And now we call it bullying.
But, yeah,
now
but
we
the
call
thing
it
is that-
bullying.
Yeah. But the thing is that they want to call it bullying, but the fellas who lose their temper was usually the ones that couldn't handle the talk.
Right.
Or the ones that weren't able to deal with living.
Yeah.
So they were the vulnerable ones in society, were the ones that were more adapted to violence as a form of retaliation, rather than using their wit to strike back. So we fighting a strange thing these days. And there's always these weirdos that come up with these ideas and this terminology for simple things that we used to dog and just brush aside as children. We could have dealt with it. But they want to turn it into something else. And then again, the school that they're referring to was one that came out of the colonial system. Because I'm sure that that same institution was one that Dr. Williams had to fight in order to get Afro-Trinidadians and the Indo-Trinidadians into. So you see, but people come with the bad habit and make mischief on all sides. So let them take it so.
Thank you very much.
Boss.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Working under this caller here. Caller just now, eh? All right, hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, you open me back up.
Okay,
I
sorry.
was on hold.
I realized that I was struggling to open your back up there.
Since Jenny was on, and then I just see on hold, and then this brother come in, and then you now retrieve again.
Yeah, man.
So,
What's happening?
how you going, brother, Pastor Google?
I cool. Waiting here for the press conference, the press briefing to start.
Yeah, I hear you talk about it. I will listen to it. It won't come up on the station?
Yeah, I played it.
All right. So I know that here.
Yeah, man.
So here what's going on. Bullying, I just want to start with bullying. I didn't really come in for that, but I will start with bullying. Here what's going on. Since we're in V days, here I understand about bullying. It does have people, it does have children who does just, there are people on the whole who does just watch people and do like this. And with that, they start to provoke you and all point and it leads to bully because sometimes you have to fight off the attitude. You know, so bullying now, but the extent of the way how the mind ignorant today, minds are very ignorant today. So it grew to an extent and nobody ends dealing to solve the crime. When the crime happened, like everybody play like it didn't happen. So nobody is looking to solve the crime and bring no sort of result for criminal action, whether it's corruption or criminal. So the whole thing, people just walking through that stupidness, right? And next piece of question I want to do quick is, I just listen to a program, and I used to going on Wall Street. Let me talk our talk here. I used to go in on Wall Street program. And he had a program. He was going the best he could have go. Now, I don't know if it's taken away from him, but he don't have a program anymore. Why that end up to be? But then, you will come on program and want to carry the same attitude that you used to carry on your program. What made you maybe lost your program? But you're coming on your program to do the same thing, and believe me, to my ears, I know you know me, I just try to this. He sounds really irritable. I don't know if that happened to plenty other people, but he sounds irritable. Now, what I want to ask you is why you just totally tolerate that miserableness, that plenty of vexing while you are tolerating. Not that you can't talk, you know. I know everybody has free speech and tongue. But why do you tolerate that attitude of him? The way how he comes over, he come like, when you bullying the situation of Trinidadian, PNM, this kind of way that's called PNM people, and okay, but when I PNM over the basic attitude, I don't believe plenty of us are tolerated, and I want to ask you why you do. Yes, brother.
Very good. All right, thank you very much.
You know how I was strong, quiet, and nice.
Come on, thank you.
All right, so you keep nice. I ain't call you for a long time.
Hey, the press conference start. The press conference start. The press conference start.
But of course, I will address questions that you all pose to me as best as I can. So thank you all very much for being here this afternoon. We have just completed the second cabinet meeting under my chairmanship as Prime Minister for this week, having only been sworn in a couple of days ago. And it went very well as expected, and I see that I have some colleagues here who I'm sure will be able to attest to the cabinet meeting afterwards. There are three matters that I'd like to raise with you all and inform the population about here today. The first is my first piece of correspondence from the Leader of the Opposition, which I received yesterday, not surprisingly after it was already being reported in the media, was a request to me as the Prime Minister by the Leader of the Opposition for us to have observers here. We all know now that the general election date is the 28th of April. I read the Leader of the Opposition's letter, as I'm sure many may have, and I smiled because my predecessor, Prime Minister Rowley, had already initiated the process, and he had had conversations, as you do, and then you follow up with correspondence. So it was on the 10th of December 2024, in anticipation of us going into an election year, the previous Prime Minister, Dr. Rowley, wrote to the SG, the Secretary General of CARICOM, and requested that parliamentary elections, so that's the 10th of December 2024, are due to be held in Trinidad and Tobago in 2025, and consequently he takes this opportunity to extend an invitation to CARICOM to deploy a mission to Trinidad and Tobago to observe the electoral process. There was a response, a positive response to Dr. Rowley's letter from CARICOM, the Secretary General, on the 13th of January 2025, saying that they're fully prepared to undertake the necessary administrative arrangements for the deployment of a CARICOM election observation team to Trinidad and Tobago whenever they receive further information regarding the scheduling of elections. Of course, elections have now been called, and I can tell you that
the views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
Come party. Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago. We're getting ready for Tobago. That's right, it all takes place in Tobago, Scarborough, Pigeon Point. Everybody come out. Let me have a good time and let me enjoy ourselves now, man. It's all about comedy and party. It's going to be a crazy... Man, you see that what I can't take with all you? All right. Let me do this. Listen, it's not a party, it's party. Let's have a party. You don't listen. You can't win everything, brother. The teeth in me right through, but it's okay.
Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April, Fairways Tobago Plantation, featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and Friends. Friday, 18th April. Get your tickets at Cachet stores nationwide, Fairways Restaurant and the Lounge Plantation, Jenny's on the Boulevard, all E-Clip Eli locations, and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs.
Comedy and party. Have a party. We're gonna have a party after the comedy.
Sponsored by Cachet, top-ranking guest house and tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
Port of Spain, Point Fortin. It's your turn to laugh like never before. Alternative International Comedy Festival featuring comedy star Damien Melville in concert with added drama, including Damien Melville as Dr. Rowley.
Listen to that. There's never a day you could wake up and you hear, what a lovely day. What beautiful sunshine. Let me go on the beach. Let me go and check my neighbor I haven't seen for a while. All you just get from them is yang, 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 yang. That is all.
Coming to Willie Fred Atwell Auditorium, Queens Hall, Saturday, March 22nd, and Mahaika Oval Sporting Complex, Point Fortin, Saturday, March 29th. Both shows, 7 p.m. Get tickets today and save a fantastic $50 while stock lasts at islandetickets.com. Cachet's Port of Spain, Gulf City Mall, Trin City Mall, Michelle's Arima, Passade the Food King, and Food Fantasy, Point Fortin, Valini's, San Fernando, Crosby, St. James, Extra Food Supermarkets, nationwide. For more info, call Alternative Festival Hotline at 774-5555. Port of Spain, Point Fortin. It's your turn to laugh like never before. Alternative International Comedy Festival featuring comedy star Damien Melville in concert with added drama, including Damien Melville as Dr. Rowley.
Listen to that. There's never a day you could wake up and you hear, what a lovely day. What beautiful sunshine. Let me go on the beach. Let me go and check my neighbor I haven't seen for a while. All you just get from them is yang, 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 yang. That is all.
Coming to Willie Fred Atwell Auditorium, Queens Hall, Saturday, March 22nd, and Mahaika Oval Sporting Complex, Point Fortin, Saturday, March 29th. Both shows, 7 p.m. Get tickets today and save a fantastic $50 while stock lasts at islandetickets.com. Cachet's Port of Spain, Gulf City Mall, Trin City Mall, Michelle's Arima, Passade the Food King, and Food Fantasy, Point Fortin, Valini's, San Fernando, Crosby, St. James, Extra Food Supermarkets, nationwide. For more info, call Alternative Festival Hotline at 774-5555.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
I want to wish you the best of luck. You're a fighter, and I know side by side in the coalition of interest, steps will help us fix it.
Indeed, thank you for that endorsement. This Saturday, 22nd March, all roads lead to the PEP Mass Rally at our St. Joseph office, Bamboo number 1. Come hear our powerful lineup of speakers, including yours truly, deliver the blueprint for rescuing our country. There'll be bouncy castles and face painting for the kids, and good food and drinks galore. Family activities start from 2 p.m. and the political meeting starts at 5. Bring the whole family and come. We stand united. Together, we will fix it.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Diplomatic note went on the 19th of March to the CARICOM Secretariat informing officially that elections are due in Trinidad and Tobago on April the 28th, and saying that we would welcome the CARICOM observers to this election. I have seen that the leader of the opposition has put very spurious challenges to the body that is CARICOM. I want to state very firmly here from this platform, on behalf of Trinidad and Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago is a member of CARICOM. We are not only a proud member of CARICOM, but we will continue to be at the forefront of the defense of CARICOM. CARICOM has a very important role to play in case the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago don't appreciate how important. Together as a CARICOM region, we are much stronger in this global environment that is a rapidly changing and volatile environment. You would have seen the benefits and the strength of Trinidad and Tobago's leadership at CARICOM in particular in the past 9 years, and I intend to continue being part of that leadership with the CARICOM voice out there globally. So we will not disrespect CARICOM in any manner. The leader of the opposition and all citizens are entitled to their opinions. They're entitled to free speech. But you would recall, it would do us well to recall Trinidad and Tobago, what had happened by 2014, 2015, with the disrespect from Trinidad and Tobago to our CARICOM brothers and sisters, and how Trinidad and Tobago was then perceived as a member of CARICOM by 2015. And it is this government that not only restored that relationship with CARICOM, countries such as Jamaica and others, but have built a leadership platform. And I intend to continue that, to strengthen it. I spent quite a while on the telephone this morning with Prime Minister Motley, and we were sharing ideas ahead of a heads of CARICOM meeting that will be convened tomorrow afternoon, and gave her the assurance that Trinidad and Tobago will continue being at the front of the batting lineup, standing firm at the crease in support of CARICOM. So for a leader of the opposition who wants to attack the body CARICOM and say that they can't carry out their electoral observation duties on the basis of a spurious allegation that an Attorney General, and is now a former Attorney General's professional wife who has decades of professionalism and experience under her belt, that is now an Assistant Secretary General at the CARICOM, and I'm referring to former Attorney General Reginald Armour, and the fact that his wife now works at CARICOM, is completely ridiculous, but not surprising. So we have invited CARICOM, and CARICOM is on its way for April 28th. Before I saw the letter from the leader of the opposition, I had also dispatched an official letter as the Prime Minister to the Right Honourable Baroness Patricia Scotland, King's Counsel, Commonwealth Secretary General, requesting that the Commonwealth Secretariat provide observers as well to Trinidad and Tobago's election. Of course, that is the body of the Commonwealth with a lot of international expertise. I have also today instructed the Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, Dr. Brown, to prepare for my dispatch a letter to the Carter Center, asking that the Carter Center also assist in the observation of our elections. You see, I don't want there to be any manner of distraction, because I can tell you from the election that is coming very soon, I can tell you that we as the government and certainly as a party intend to have free and fair elections as we've always had and as the EBC has always carried out in Trinidad and Tobago. But we learn from our mistakes, we learn from history, meaning that we see every time a particular party loses an election in Trinidad, they look for every excuse as to why it is they've lost, and they run to the courts, etc. We have absolutely nothing to hide in Trinidad and Tobago. I am proud as a citizen that we've always had free and fair elections. So to take away that, we have invited those three bodies. We will invite the Carter Center as well to send people here to come and observe free and fair elections. The second thing I'd like to talk about today is to let you all know the SSA. We have had for a time now acting director of the SSA, someone who came back at very short notice in March of last year, Ambassador Philip Spencer, giving service as the acting director of the SSA. Today, the Cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago has approved a decision, has taken a decision, and we've approved the Mr. Arthur Barrington as being the permanent director of the SSA. Ambassador Philip Spencer's tenure ends on the 1st of April, so today Cabinet has taken a decision that Mr. Arthur Barrington, a former head of Special Branch, he left as a senior superintendent, will be the next director of the SSA from the 1st of April. Of course, this immediately will provide a level of stability that is needed going forward after what has taken place at the SSA. Mr. Barrington has a wealth of experience, not only in the policing side, but as the former head of Special Branch and intelligence, understands operations, etc. So I believe, and the Cabinet believes, he will be a very appropriate director of the SSA going forward. The last point that I have to raise with you all today is that I have asked the Minister of Finance, who is here, Senator Vishnu Danpal, our Minister of Finance, to please invite, and I intend to dispatch the necessary correspondence as Prime Minister as well. Next week, Tuesday, at 2:30, I have invited the Central Bank and the Bankers Association of Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm hoping all the CEOs, the Chief Executive Officers of the banks that operate in Trinidad and Tobago, to meet with myself, the Minister of Finance, right here at Whitehall, because I intend to address immediately, and it will happen on Tuesday next week, the issue of foreign exchange and Forex and allocation of Forex as one of the first items on my list of priorities. That meeting will be next week, Tuesday, right here at Whitehall at 2:30 p.m. And I also intend to invite you, the members of the media, to witness the start of that meeting. As I meet with them, I'll then ask, as happens all over the world, that you leave the meeting, and after that meeting, you all will then be told in a transparent manner what it was the outcome of that meeting. But I intend to raise at that meeting this issue of foreign exchange and how it is that we can address the foreign exchange. The fact is that we have less foreign exchange than we used to. That is the fact of life. However, how do we look at the allocation of the foreign exchange that is available to us amongst our citizens of Trinidad and Tobago? So those are the three issues that I thought it important to come to Post Cabinet this week and to address the population on, you the members of the media through. I will take a few questions at this stage, as I'm certain you all have some questions. Brigadier General Ambassador Philip Spencer, there has been approval by the new administration in Washington, D.C., the new American administration under President Trump, for him to return as our ambassador in Washington, D.C. So I'm happy that he's able to go up there as soon as possible.
You addressed 3 issues today, but there are a lot of people in the population probably disappointed because they were hoping that you would have addressed a 4th issue and more in depth, and that is the issue of bullying. I know you sent out a statement yesterday, but there's a lot of speculation on unanswered questions, and persons really want you to get to the source of it, seeing that you were involved in the situation 33 years ago. I surely weren't there, a lot of us weren't there, but we want you to get to the issue of what happened there, because a lot of persons are accusing you of being a bully. And you sent out the issue about bullying, and then a lot of persons say, no, you sent out a statement, but you did not apologize for the situation. So do you think your statement was sufficient, and could you give us a bit more details about that situation?
So thank you very much for that question. It's interesting how you framed your question. I came here to address matters that were decided by cabinet, matters that were addressed by the cabinet. What you've raised with me is a personal matter. People are always going to have different opinions. Yesterday, I put out, I think, a very clear statement. There are always people who are going to interpret things very differently. As I said in my statement yesterday, that was a very traumatic incident that took place 33 years ago, which is quite a while ago. When I was a teenager, the other individual who was involved was also a teenager at the time. As I said in my statement yesterday, I am not going to do anything that would affect at this stage, because I don't think it is a conversation you get into details about he say, this one say, different people having recollections, etc. I don't think there's any benefit to that. If the issue coming out of it that I accept is one of bullying, then I have absolutely no problem standing here today and saying that as a Prime Minister and as an individual at my stage of life, 50 years old, I am sorry for any child who had had to endure bullying, which, as we now know, is an issue. With respect to that specific issue, I've already addressed it, and I am not going to do anything to affect persons' recollection of the incident or to water down, for want of a better word, their feelings, how they feel, because it was a traumatic incident. Not only for Mr. Khan, but for me and for many other people as we're seeing coming out of it. What I gave is a commitment that I will use this office to address the issue of bullying. And I reinforce that commitment today. I also understand that incidents that people would go through as children growing up in society, anywhere in the world, would then later on influence their decisions in life, would later on influence how their experiences in life are, including me. The defining moments in your life. So that is my position with respect to it. It was a very, very unfortunate, a very traumatic incident, but at this stage I am not going to go back 33 years ago to deal with that. I can deal with the present, I can't change the past. I don't know if anyone can change the past. It is a serious issue, and I intend to take it up. In fact, I raised it yesterday with the religious heads when we gathered to speak about education. It is something we need to do. And today, 33 years later, the issue of cyberbullying is an issue that I intend to take up. And that is where I'd like the population to focus on as well. Because the issue of cyberbullying is very real. Me now as an adult, me as a person who's come into public life, like many others, I'm subject to cyberbullying. I'm subject to a lot of bullying by some on the other side. There's a particular phrase that they like to use that is not a complimentary phrase. In fact, it's a race whistle, some will say. But this is the society we live in, and I can tell you, I am one. If I have to take responsibility for anything, including mistakes, I will be the first person to take responsibility. I have no intention of shirking from that. So I stand here without fear, and I am apologizing to every single child who has had to endure bullying. And how do we address it now, and how do we move forward as a society, in particular in our education system? That's where my focus is going to be. Okay? Please identify yourself.
Shilan Ramsabag from the Trinidad Express.
Yes.
Do you have a plan on how you intend to tackle bullying in schools?
that is a matter that has to be a level of consultation. We have to, one of the things we were discussing yesterday, you have to have the experts. I am no psychological expert. I want the experts to come in because it's real. We have incidents taking place in our society, especially with social media, not only here, but in other areas of the world, that sometimes lead to fatality, sometimes lead to young people taking their lives. We can't stand by as a society and responsible people and do nothing about it. So 2 weeks ago, I believe, I talked about us looking at legislation to deal with social. I saw all manner of things as usual, and you always look at the ones who make the most noise. They may be the ones with the most guilt. But we can't sit back as a society and allow people through being anonymous, be it bots or be it whoever, to bully people, and especially our young children. So it is going to be a period of consultation. We're going to find the right professionals to lead us, to guide us. It's going to include the legislative side. And these are some of the things that I intend to prioritize and focus on for us in Trinidad and Tobago to address. One second, one at a time.
That there is a perception and a concern from some elements of the population that bullying at the political level, that the PNM and others in the parliament.
Don't say and others in the parliament, we address it frontally. Okay. I was looking at my television last night and saw the leader of the opposition, who's the political leader of the UNC, spend a whole Monday night talking about Stuart Young this and Stuart Young that, and I don't go and say those types of things.
You aren't responsible for anybody else,
correct,
any other party's behavior. So I'm focusing here. That's why I said others, but I'm focusing on the PNM and the belief that there are people in the PNM, including ministers in the government, who are themselves have been accused of behavior that is certainly bullying, and public servants and others who have dealt with ministers have said that they are bullying. So what are you going to do to change not just the perception, but the behavior of elements in the cabinet who may find themselves, facing a similar allegation?
Thank you very much for that opportunity. I always try to look for the positives. That's the first thing. And I always try to find solutions and ways forward. Right now, my responsibility as Prime Minister, and what has been consuming me 26 hours of a 24-hour day, is how do I build Trinidad and Tobago on the platform we have? What is the next? I have a lot of ideas for the new chapter. So the positive that has come out of an incident that took place 33 years ago is that it has brought to the forefront of conversation this concept of bullying. And what I invite all of Trinidad and Tobago to do now, including colleagues, including members of the cabinet, members of all political parties, is let's be a little bit more sensitive. Let us understand everyone is a human being that we're dealing with. And how do we, because you're only in control of yourself at the end of the day, how do we as individuals, through our actions and our words, be a bit more sensitive on how it may affect people? But you see, it is the younger generation that I'm particularly concerned about, because it is incidents to the younger people and people growing up that can then create the rest of their life through experiences. Okay, Jewel?
I was just wondering, because you mentioned the opposition and so on, but in terms of this and other issues, Parliament is dissolved, right? So for the election and whatnot, there's no opportunity for legislative intervention on this or any other matter until the election. So I'm wondering whether it be this or other issues, what can the population expect from your administration, given the fact that apart from governmental decisions like by cabinet, but there's no opportunity for legislative interventions of any kind until the election.
Thank you very much. I took a decision as the Prime Minister to call an election the day after I was sworn in. And that is because I, as well as the government that I lead and the party that I'm the chairman of, have a lot of things that we want to do as we write the next chapter. I've talked about unification, personally for me, to unify the country and bring the country on board to build on what we have. I don't want the distraction whilst governing. So I took that decision, called an election at the earliest possible, literally the earliest possible date. So the country, the population now have an opportunity in the next few weeks to listen to both sides and others and to make a decision about who is going to take Trinidad and Tobago forward from the 29th of April. You will certainly hear from me the things that I would like the population to give me the mandate to do to move us in the direction that I think we can move to fulfill our potential. So whilst we don't have parliament, we don't have, you will hear of the areas of legislation, and that is what I'm inviting the population. Listen very carefully, listen to the tones, listen to the types of conversations, listen to the content, because that is what will have to make your mind up. Who is best suited to take Trinidad and Tobago forward? So you will hear about those things as we go forward.
One of the things I'm wondering about, because you mentioned, for example, the person who had been in charge of the SSA going back to Washington and so on. Have you, at what point do you expect to have communications with either President Trump or any direct representative of his on the issue of supply of natural gas from Venezuela? I ask this because yesterday there was media reporting out of the U.S. of potential new sanctions on Venezuela by the U.S. administration presently over the issue of illegal migrants and Venezuela accepting them or not, and the impact this could have on something that this administration has been pursuing, or certainly the one led by Dr. Rowley and now by you, the issue of the supply of natural gas from Venezuela.
I have stood at this very platform the last time I stood here at a post-cabinet, and I assured Trinidad and Tobago we will continue working. I would personally continue working. Fighting is the language I use for Trinidad and Tobago. That has continued, and very, very shortly I will be able to provide some additional information to Trinidad and Tobago with respect to those lines. I made a call just before coming down here, and I think it would be a little premature for me to say anything at this stage. But we continue to do work. Things are very, very fluid. And in the not too distant future, I will talk to you all about some of the things that we are doing and what is expected.
General one, are you apologizing specifically to Imran Khan? And if not, do you think that will affect you at the polls?
I am not sure what will or will not affect me at the polls. What I have done is I've presented myself to the population. I have addressed the Imran Khan issue very frontally and very carefully yesterday. I have added an addendum to that today. I understand what your position is and what it is that you're trying to push towards. I have apologized to everyone who has been bullied, every child who has been bullied. And that is as far as I will go at this stage. Thank you.
Now that you spoke with religious leaders yesterday, there's a concern coming from the Orishan Spiritual Baptists that they were not invited to that meeting. Could you clear that up?
I would hope that you as a member of the media would have been able to, but what it was is the denominational boards, the leaders of persons who have stakeholders in education. So absolutely I will engage them, but they weren't in that category that we met with yesterday. So when I say it's religious leaders, it is about education. The release from the office of the Prime Minister was very, very clear as to why it was they were there, etc.
Let's write the next chapter. The next chapter. It seems to be a theme, or we're wondering if that is the theme for your election campaign. Can you kind of clarify that or expand on that, rather, your priority for the election campaign?
Communication is all about putting out a message and people getting the message. You've gotten the message, so thank you for proving my point. Yes, we're going to write the next chapter. And as I just told Jewel, there is going to be a lot of conversation, a lot of action taking place over the next few weeks, because in addition to us making sure the government continues to function as it is and stably, we also have to talk to the population about why we are the best choice. Please.
Just two quick questions, right? I think what she was trying to get at is a yes or a no with regard to the Imran Khan You know, people want to know, is it...
I know exactly what she was trying to get at, and I know exactly what you are trying to do, and I've addressed it already.
Okay. No,
thank you very much. You have last question, right? I'm holding people to the last question. Last question.
So I could be clear on it, right? Last month, the Office of the Attorney General indicated that Cabinet had agreed to remove public order provision for the SOE regulations, right? This is after an activist filed a case claiming it was unconstitutional. Was this ever done? You want clarity on
So
that?
today, the Cabinet approved and confirmed that, and the necessary regulations will be sent out within the next 24 hours. So the answer is yes.
You, Prime Minister.
Okay. The UK visa issue has already, Minister Brown, out of the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, has told you all, and it continues to be the issue. We have been engaged with the UK government at different levels. I am hoping to have a conversation at a higher level based on the office that I now hold, and we're going to be making that request. We will continue to do all that we can to have that issue addressed. We don't believe, as I said to you literally a few hours ago, that I said that we don't think it's justified, but we recognize it is a sovereign issue that every country is entitled to take. Yeah.
Settling in, and have you been receiving advice from Dr. Rowley?
Oh, I've settled in. I have settled in very fine, hit the ground running, and have I been receiving advice from Dr. Rowley? Dr. Rowley is not holding my hand. Dr. Rowley is someone that I've worked very closely with for 9.5 years, that I have tremendous respect for. But Dr. Rowley has made it clear, not only to me, but I think to the population, I go on home to retire, and I am going home to enjoy my retirement. You said last question. Paula.
Thank you. Just one clarification. The Shorter Baptists do actually have a school. So I think in that case, that might be why they're feeling...
But are they part of the Concordat, which forms...
What are your thoughts on the Concordat, and what do you think about the matter?
Okay, so let me answer your proposition to me first of all, just to make sure there's no lack of clarity. Yesterday's meeting, as was very clearly said, is for the denominational schools, and it is those that are part of the Concordat. All right? So it is absolutely nothing meant, or no disrespect at the highest level, to the spiritual Baptists. And I am looking forward to engaging them. In fact, on Saturday, I am hosting, as the Prime Minister, the spiritual Baptists, and quite looking forward to it. With respect to the questions around the Concordat, that is why I wanted to meet with them. That is why I wanted to get their understanding. I wanted to understand what are the difficulties, what are the rules. Because before you jump out and say, this is going to be the policy, etc., I wanted to have that consultation to understand it. Okay, last question.
On a note, as Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, what message do you have for your political adversaries with regards to campaigning until the election date
You're asking me that as the Prime Minister?
As the Prime Minister.
Lead by example. Thank you all very much. Ria, last one.
Prime Minister, you got an extra one.
She didn't say it was her last question.
Could you just give, because a lot of people have asked, could you give us the thinking behind the calling of the election one day after your appointment?
Ria, I addressed that at the start. A Prime Minister has to take a decision. The decision was taken. See you all at the polls on the 28th of April. Thank you all very, very much. Much appreciated.
The Street 919 FM, your go-to for insightful political discourse. Stay informed, stay engaged, and join the conversation. Connect with us online for the latest updates and thought-provoking discussions. Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation. Constructive Talk with Pastor Google, where every conversation builds bridges and sparks solutions, because together we can shape a better future. On the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation. Pastor Google. On the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation. Constructive Talk with Pastor Google on the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Poverty is no excuse. You don't ever win but lose. This is Karina Shea and you're listening to Pastor Google on Street 919 FM.
If you're not listening, Google program on Street 91.9. Look to press, because Google is the best. Yo, this is Chuck Gordon representing for Pastor Google. We go Chuck them is the vibe.
We hang our heads in shame. We ask who to blame. On this morass of moral decay, leadership gone through, the police in a stew, and the talking heads will have a field day. But tell me, what are our social values? And tell me, how do we judge success? By a man's car, his clothes and his shoes. That is how we measure progress. I see they building skyscraper, things of stone and steel, hoarding stacks of blue paper, things that men can steal, but no one takes the time, no time to build character. No, we're taking time, no time building character, and that is we don't fall. Empires of old, with their silver and gold, now mere footnotes on a history page. The Colosseums of Rome, with all their columns and domes, are memories of a bygone age. Listen, the Greeks and Romans are their orgies, days and nights cavorting in lust. But soon to plagues of locusts and disease, they were crumbling into dust. Yet we building skyscraper, walls of steel and stone, and now the talk is computer. Man even making clone, but no one taking time, no time to build character. No, we're taking time, no time to build character, and that is we don't fall. Oh, yeah. We teach children from small, the winner takes all. There is no consolation when you lose, and then we act surprised when the world shows no compromise. But that is the very road that we choose. So come on, make my days now in fashion. Magnum logic, attack with full force. Now the children kill without compassion, and go to meet the hangman with no remorse. But we building skyscraper, walls of steel and stone, using 9mm to cross pulp and bone, but no one taking time, no time to build character. No one takes the time, no time building character. Man, that is we don't call. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is an embarrassment to any people. Man, no deal can sign until you first assign which pockets to line and go walk it back. And so we learn to grease with consummate ease the hand of every turnkey and party hack, and men whose forte lies in bubble we herald with wonderment and awe. And then we ask in each editorial, what's heating this country at its core? Yet we building skyscraper, things of stone and steel, rotten egg in but do not feel. But no one taking time, no time to build character. No one takes the time, no time to build character, and that is we don't fall. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
No one takes the time to build character. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Back with you. I hope that you all listened to the press briefing by the Honorable Prime Minister, Stuart Young, SC. Somebody sent me some messages earlier on telling me that they admire how, you know, how you answer any questions, man. You know? Imagine we were talking about the whole bullying situation. One of the reporters brought it up. And he answered her accordingly. Some people may not be happy with the answer that he gave. You know? Some people are not going to be happy with the answer that he gave. But what can I say? Not everybody will be happy, you know. You know? They love how he answered the questions, man. So, can't please everybody, you know. Can't please everybody, Olia. Can't please everybody. But what will you do? You can do your best. You know what I mean? You can do your best. So, what are your thoughts about the press conference? I'll take some calls on that. What are your thoughts about the press conference? Hello, good afternoon.
He was well taught. That is why he could speak so. He was taught properly, and he paid attention when he was taught. He was taught by one of the best. Blessed is the one that was born to lead.
What?
He was taught by him. How you answer the question? Like a breeze.
Thank you very much, caller.
I go on.
Good afternoon to those of you joining me on the live on YouTube. What it is it only YouTubers, boy? I say thank you all very, very much. I must say thank you to my YouTubers. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor Google.
Me and you, I shouldn't be taking your calls, you know.
Well, it's up to you, you know. Life goes on, you know.
What's your playing rude?
Life goes on.
Are you playing
Life
rude?
Goes on.
Are you playing rude?
I'm not bullying nobody, you know.
I'm feeling bullied. I'm feeling bullied, but life goes on, and it's up to you. I'm feeling bullied, eh?
I wouldn't bully over the radio station, man. You know, some people like want to chat, come and change your program. But anyway, I would say that the press conference was well executed by the Prime Minister, and he would have answered the questions appropriately. And just what you said, that one of them would have come and asked the same question about the bullying fiasco that happened how much years ago, and he would have answered appropriately. So I think that he would have answered exceptionally, everything thoroughly. And as I rightfully say, you know, some people might have an issue how we would have responded, but to my opinion, Prime Minister Young was a very diplomatic person, and he answered everything to the best of his ability, thanks to his mentor, the outgoing Prime Minister, Dr. Rowley.
So you understand? You only having a power walk today?
But I hear so too, boy. I hear so too. You know how to be in that.
You only have a big power walk today, but my thing is, why is only one side having power walk, so the opposition don't have power walk too?
But I just tell you something with a power walk. Play the thing now, man.
But I wanted the one with them Monday going up on the platform, and see it have one.
Oh God!
It's at the one with Pagua. It has several power walks.
I will say them two just now. All right, later.
Which one is telling me? The power walk? Okay. Is that the power walk in La Hoqueta? I want to show them that. I want to show them the power walk in Pagua, and I had the power walk with what you name? Well, they like Java, you know. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor.
Good afternoon.
I too was quite pleased with the press conference. I think Prime Minister Young handled himself very well. I was quite impressed actually, and I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. I was waiting to see his demeanor, and I'm very comfortable with what I saw today. And I think he'll make a good Prime Minister. He is a good Prime Minister, and for the future, he will be a good Prime Minister.
Thank you very much, caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good day. Good day, Pastor Google. Just calling back as I said I would.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. I'm a past student of the school. I went in there in the late 80s, and so I could attest to the goings on in the school contemporaneous with the event that is being discussed. So what I will start off to say is that our generation of students, we were late Generation X students, and Generation X generally had a bit of toughness about them. They were treated they were like 20-year-old children,
right.
25-year-old children. It's a feature of the Generation X. So when you enter the school, of course you come from various ethnic backgrounds, financial backgrounds, economic backgrounds, various religious backgrounds, and you enter the school and you get a little bit of hazing and roughing up from the older students. It's a normal thing. It happened to everybody. I'm not excusing it, but I'm just saying it was a feature of admission into the school. Thereafter, you form your groups of friends, you form your cliques, people who have things in common with you. If you're athletes, if you're playing the football team, the under 14 team, if you're into cricket, if you're into chess, if you're a nerd, if all of y'all came from Rosary Boys or Newtown or whichever school, if y'all come from the east or south or wherever, religious similarities, etc., and you form your cliques. Many times there would be physical disagreements and there would be some little issues of bullying. I mean, that occurred all the time. And there were often aggressors in the bullying, and and on the other side, there were those who were the victims of the bullying. When this incident occurred, I guess, because of a prolonged period of the individual being bullied by other individuals, because it wasn't one person alone. But when the person struck back in a manner that was extremely disproportionate to what had been done to him before. I imagine people reaching a boiling point and getting damn fed up, and they saying, you know, I can't take any more of this, and this person is going to pay. That's human nature. It's human nature to become upset and to lose it and to want to avenge what's being done to you. And unfortunately, the person's response was as it was. If you want to look at things from the perspective of a dispassionate legal perspective, what had been done to them was unfortunate. But in the absence of law outlawing bullying or harassment, it's not a criminal offense. Unfortunately, the response was of a criminal nature. In the law, you look at things such as provocation, self-defense, but you also look at the very important issue of proportionality. If I'm clouting you every day and I insulting you, oh, you're fat and this and that and whatever, that doesn't give you the right, after several weeks of enduring this, to come and bust my head with a baton. Because that could have resulted in catastrophic injury to the person who was beaten. It is disproportionate, and unfortunately, the person who responded opened himself up to almost to legal prosecution if they wanted to take it that far, and that would have resulted that could have resulted in the destruction of 2 people's lives, as opposed to the ideal situation, which would be the destruction of nobody's life. And they were 2 young men at the time. They were also preparing for CXC. That could have derailed the 2 of their careers, and happily it did not. I'm not gonna lie to you and say there were some of us who felt, you know, happy that this fella get his little thing back now. But he kind of took it too far, because look at him now. He might even get to do exams. He might get expelled, whatever. But I'm just saying, the incident happened but people in the media, they were not there. I was not physically there, but I was around the corner. But I'm telling you, the sentiment generally was that it is unfortunate that this thing reached to that extent, and that these 2 people, especially the victim being the one who struck back disproportionately, had exposed himself to the criminal prosecution, and luckily that didn't happen to him. Bullying is not, I wouldn't say, again, Pastor, when I first called, I said there's a lot of that in the school at the time, and there's a lot of that in all schools for various reasons. And I don't know how to treat it. I think maybe if the students are taught to have higher self-esteem, they wouldn't take out some of their deficiencies, their perceived deficiencies, on others to make up for their insecurities. But it was a feature whereby, you know, you clout up other students, you give them some old talk. Sometimes they mightn't like a particular one over the course of 3-4 years. But, you know, as we matured and we went through our tenure there at school, we matured, and a lot of these things mended, and the behaviors changed for the better. So I just wanted to give you that perspective, as somebody who lived it.
All right, thank you very much, caller.
You're welcome.
Yeah, man. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, Pastor, good day. You know, this situation about bullying, you know, I had taken that situation out of my mind, but I myself was a product of bullying when I was younger, when I went primary school, that is St. Jerome's Anglican School, Escali in Gonzales. And I had remembered when my father had died. I don't know how the students in my class found out, how the school found out, but people stopped calling me by, or why should I say students, had stopped calling me by my government name and started to call me No Daddy. And you cannot believe how much that hurt. I spoke to the teachers about it several times. Nothing really came out of it. You understand? And it's only when this whole situation with Stuart Young, and 30-something years ago, it's more or less around the same time that I had my experience. You understand? And it was really, really difficult to stomach something like that. Because when you're trying to focus, sometimes distractions come your way. But I say that also to say I understood why Stuart Young did not want to go deep into it when the reporters had tried to push the envelope. Because it's not something that you would like to rehash, especially when you was also a victim of it. But I had also liked how Stuart Young had handled himself in the media conference. I noticed he was very focused, very poised. He listened, he answered appropriately, and he knew where to draw the line when questions was being asked. That is the identity of a real leader. So far, so good, Stuart Young.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Will, I hear you talking about power walking like that about.
No, I'm not talking. Well, is there one in La Total Paro?
It had many.
Is there any?
And it was very successful so far.
So, is there one today?
Is there one on the PNM side? Yeah. I don't know. Okay. But on the UNC side, I can't say.
On the UNC side, you what?
On the UNC side, I cannot say. On the PNM side, I cannot say. But it had some power work on UNCN. And it was very successful.
With the political leader?
Well, what you need to understand.
No, what I need to understand. Just answer.
I'm answering you.
You answer. I ain't going through that with you, you know. I ask a simple question. Is it with the political leader or not? That's the question I ask. We're talking about a power walk. If there's a power walk with your political leader. I'm asking you. You're coming to talk about power walk with UNC and the person who going up amazingly, you're calling to boast what a power walk in La Hoqueta Talparo. But the person who going up begging people for PNM to come and vote for him because clearly he realized that he can't win. He begging, he literally begging. I don't know now, boy.
Yeah, give me the opportunity to answer now.
Nobody, you're not answering the question. It's a simple question. Did you all have a power? Call her, leave me alone now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Take me home, take me home. Well, everybody shouting out. Right.
I don't understand it. Only have one program here for PNM people. Only one program it have. Only have 4. And only still calling to Jumbie this? Only serious? Come now. I ain't going through that. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good evening. She can't do no power walk. Let me forget that old talk.
But I don't know why you keep calling to try to do what? You're calling to do what? What you calling to tell me? She didn't do no power. She even walking by earlier. She doesn't even walking by earlier. But you calling to tell me nonsense about power walk. Let me tell you something, and I say it straight up right now. Miss Sessa is not going to walk any community with any of the candidates. We're talking about walk. We're talking about drive-through. We're talking about walk.
You know something? You see Patrick Manning and Mr. Rowley? I walk with them guys who work in the media. And boy, these fellas I walk from Port of Spain to San Fernando with Dr. Mr. Manning. And them fellas, every day we did this segment, them fellas walking real hard. You understand? And well, she never them things, she never that. You talk to Dr. Rowley? Oh my God. You're struggling. And I was so much more younger than Dr. Rowley, and Dr. Rowley just going like a machine. You understand? But the cross contact was very nice. He handled it very, very well. And he showed his pedigree because, as you know, he's an attorney at law, a senior counsel at that. So questions from the media and things, but didn't really fail Dr. Rowley. I don't think it will fail Dr. Rowley as such. You understand? So I'm very proud to see how we handle the press conference.
Stuart Young, Prime Minister Stuart Young.
How Prime Minister Stuart Young handled the press conference, and he stood his ground, and he was able to handle everything appropriately. Stuart is the man. We on the ground with Stuart. That is the best choice they make here right now, because initially, I was thinking about one or two other people and things, but when I think about it strategically, it's the best choice, because it will open up the party now for people to come in, fresh people to come in the party, and diversify the party. The party needs to be more diversified, and stop it from being polarized. It's not to say that what he has done there is break the ceiling of it being a black man party. It's a party for everybody. You understand? And that is what the heads on them and the PNM have come to the conclusion that, watch me, we want the party to be all inclusive for everybody, and this is why I believe Stuart Young is on the forefront at this time, and he is well poised to lead the country forward.
All right.
You understand?
Thank you very much.
In my humble estimation.
Thank you very much.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Come party. Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago. We're getting ready for Tobago. That's right, it all takes place in Tobago, Scarborough, Pigeon Point. Everybody come out, let me have a good time and let me enjoy ourselves now, man. It's all about comedy and party. It's gonna be a crazy. Man, you see that what I can't take with all you. All right, let me do this. Listen, it's not a party, it's party. Let's have a party. You don't listen. You can't win everything, brother. The teeth in me right through, but it's okay.
Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April, Fairways Tobago Plantation, featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and Friends. Friday, 18th April. Get your tickets at Cachet stores nationwide, Fairways Restaurant and the Lounge Plantation, Jenny's on the Boulevard, all E-Cliff Eli locations, and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs.
Comedy and party. Have a party. We're gonna have a party after the comedy.
Sponsored by Cachet, top-ranking guest house and tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
Port of Spain, Point Fortin. It's your turn to laugh like never before. Alternative International Comedy Festival featuring comedy star Damian Melville in concert with added drama, including Damian Melville as Dr. Rowley.
Listen to that. There's never a day you could wake up and you hear, oh, what a lovely day. What beautiful sunshine. Let me go on the beach. Let me go and check my neighbor I haven't seen for a while. All you just get from them is yang, 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 yang. That is all.
Coming to Winifred Atwell Auditorium, Queens Hall, Saturday, March 22nd, and Mahaika Oval Sporting Complex, Point Fortin, Saturday, March 29th. Both shows, 7 p.m. Get tickets today and save a fantastic $50 while stock lasts at islandetickets.com. Cachet, Port of Spain, Gulf City Mall, Trin City Mall, Michelle's Arima, Passad the Food King, and Food Fantasy, Point Fortin, Valini's, San Fernando, Crosby, St. James, Extra Food Supermarkets, nationwide. For more info, call Alternative Festival Hotline at 774-5555.
This is yours truly, Wendy H. Lewis, host of A Woman's Worth, right here on Street 91.9 FM. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and on Tuesdays, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. We are commemorating International Women's Month, the month of March. Throughout the program, you will hear inspiring stories of trailblazing women. We will be engaging in meaningful conversations about gender equality and spotlight the voices of those making a difference in their communities. So whether you are a leader, mother, a professional, an entrepreneur, or just a young woman trying to find your path, this is the program for you. This is your time, this is your space, this is your celebration. Join us right here on Street 91.9 FM.
A woman's worth. A woman's worth. You're occupying a home and need documents of your own. Come in, come in, come in. Paperwork could help you find peace. So secure your HTC lease. Come in, come in, come in. They're regularizing, so start organizing to visit the HTC. Don't waste no time, hurry over online. Benefit from the amnesty, handle it skillfully.
Get regularized now. Visit hdc.gov.tt, click on the Forms tab, then scroll to the Rental Regularization Transfer Form and fill out the required information. You can also WhatsApp 325-2578 or 328-6013 to access the forms. More information can be found on our website. Be at peace. Get your HDC lease.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Iwer Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Oh God, call on the Lord. Call on Him. Pour on us, God. Oh God, as we
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795-222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
the light of your glory.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Won't let no mountain get in the way. Hey. We come across the water, been through the fire. I know that my heart will show many ways. Everywhere you turn, you see people smiling. We don't see no creed and race. I don't want nobody tell we about leaving. We fight for we thing and this is we place. Take me home. Take me home. Take me to a place where my heart don't feel no pain. Take me home, take me home, take me home. Well, everybody's shouting out, right there. It's about rhythm deep down inside me. And if you're looking for me, you'll go find me. Right there, right there. I repeat the bim 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 right there. It's about rhythm deep down inside me. Take me home, take me home, take me home. Wake me up before I fall asleep. Take me to a place where lovers meet. Marry me to the heart of water space. So if I ever leave, I'm bound to come again. All around is fire and flames. Oh, this world is so crazy, yes. Protect
Only on the live, not nice, you know. You see, only people on the live, I don't like only. Only laughing at. Only one the live. Only laughing at. Eh? Only on the live, not nice. Only... Hey, only you see, only people on this live stream. Only people on this live stream. Me, I make no announcement. No announcement. I ain't make on the live stream. You know, look at what people on the live stream laughing. What are laughing?
Take me home. Take me to a place where my heart don't feel no pain.
Hey, watch that. Only not nice in the white. That's me say nothing, you know. All I do is play a song and the people on the live come on the live. You know what I say to you, right? Me, not me, you know. I don't go to that. Oh gosh. Hey. A man say, when the man say, is abuse of the elderly, boy. Abuse of the elderly. Dr. Rowley, you go on. You have a video with Dr. Rowley dancing. I want to have all that video. I want to have all that video. Let's see if I can find that video of Dr. Rowley dancing. If I find that video of Dr. Rowley dancing, I can show you that video. But here now, me go lie though. Only on the live, only not nice. Only on the live, me ain't say nothing. I didn't say a word. But only on that live, boy. Ah, boy. Hey. Here now. Only really the front of the live. So if you want to see Dr. Rowley dance, come on the live. Come on the live and see Dr. Rowley last shake before he come here.
You go find it, right there, right there. I repeat the bim 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 right there. It's a rhythm deep down inside there. Take me home.
So take a look at Dr. Rowley. Take a little jig here. Take a look at my. Yeah, now when I see this, I really flip. Yes, imagine Miss Bissassa trying to dance like this earlier. What's Dr. Rowley? What's Dr. Rowley? Dr. Rowley the front, you know. Bigger like that. This man the front too bad. Dr. Rowley pull on a dance. Look at the dance. Look at the dance he put on now here. Come on the live and see the dance. Come on the live and see the dance now, man. What's your little jig? What's your little jig? What's your little tomato jig in him?
I've been through the fire. I know that my heart will show me the way. Everywhere you turn, you see people smiling.
Tell me you wouldn't miss him now. You tell me you wouldn't miss that man. A lot of people who wouldn't miss him, who wouldn't miss him. But you see them kind of things he doing on our platform there? Well, tell me the truth now. Look at what's coming on the live now. I'm going to play it one more time. I'm going to play it one more time. Take a look at Dr. Rowley put on a dance here.
Take me to a place where my heart don't feel no pain. Take me home, take me home, take me home. Well, everybody's shouting up right there. It's a rhythm deep down inside there. And if you're looking for me, you're gonna find me right there, right there. I repeat the bim 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 right there. It's a rhythm deep down inside there. Take me home, take me home, take me home. Wake me up before I fall asleep. Take me to a place where lovers meet. Marry me to the heart of water spray.
That's the video. That's it. How about next video? I want to show you. So I show you this one again, right? Look at this one again, right?
Oh, this world is so crazy, yes. Protect we island, Father, we pray.
That's Dr. Rowley. That's Dr. Rowley on our platform. Right? That's Dr. Rowley on our platform. Take a look at him. Take a look at him good. But I want to show you another video. Here, and Dr. Rowley's a whole. Dr. Rowley's a whole. Let me show you another video of Dr. Rowley. I want to show you another video of Dr. Rowley. Look at this video, right? Take a look at this video of Dr. Rowley here. Take a look at this video here. Watch this one, right? Let me take a look at this one.
Right there, right there. Bim 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 right there. It's a very dim deep down inside there. Take me home, take me home, take me home. Whoa, 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 yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
Will you watch Dr. Rowley now? Will you watch Dr. Rowley at 70? How much? What Dr. Rowley at 70 something now? Watch Dr. Rowley. No, you tell me. Watch this. Watch.
Come cross the water, been through the fire.
Only leave me alone, eh?
Know that my heart will show me.
Only leave me alone. You want to call me to talk about power walk? They want to call to talk about power walk. Let me show you how power walk does do it. Right? So those of you who are not on the live, you don't want to come on the live. But the amount of people I have on the live, you don't want to come. Oh gosh, somebody said Google stop showing off. No, it's a fact. If you don't want to come on the live, that is your choice. But if you want to come on the live and see Dr. Rowley, his last his last jig, you can come on the live and see. But if you don't want to come, it's okay. The numbers that I have on the live right now, yeah, I good. I real good. I don't even say any number. Because I don't want to show off now. But I just want to say to people out there, if you want to come on the live, you can come on the live and see the last little jig with Dr. Rowley, you know. Let me take a look. The last, show a little vibes here. Look at it.
Marry me to the heart of water Spain. So if I ever leave, I'm bound to come again. All around is fire and flames. Oh, this world is so crazy, yes. Protect we island, Father, we pray. Until the very end of we days. Take me home.
And here now, Minister Marvin Gonzalez like nothing better, you know. Minister Gonzalez had Dr. Rowley kicking up his foot, all kind of thing, you know, boy. Well, you're wicked, eh, boy? Only not nice. Yeah, I tell you, Ole. All who on the live laughing, Ole not nice. You know what I saying to Ole? All of you all who come onto this live here, Ole not nice. Yeah, I tell Ole, Ole laughing at. Ole need to stop it, eh? Stop it. Right? This is the power walk we want to see happen here. You see this power walk here? Look at this power walk here. You want to call from La Hocket to tell you about Ole had successful power walk. What power walk Ole had? Look at that power walk there. That's the power walk Ole had. Look at the power walk. Look at this power walk. You tell me Ole had power walk way. Oh, look at how many power walk. Ole kind of power walk. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this here. Any power walk that happen here? Oh, please, leave me alone, eh? Leave me alone with that nonsense. So let's show you this last power walk here and I go on. Coming back to the phone lines. Take a look at this. And they want to tell you about power walk.
Well, everybody shouting out, right there. It's about be dim deep down inside there. And if you're looking for me, you go find me. Right there, right there. I repeat the bim 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 right there. It's about be dim deep down inside there. Take me home.
All you who on the live laughing, only behave for yourself, please. Right? We're not advertising. Only leave you alone. You understand? Trinidad and Tobago, let people start to wake up, eh? and leave us alone with this nonsense. Leave us alone. Hear what I tell you there? Leave us alone with that nonsense. You want to call to talk about power walk. Well, they don't know where's a power walk yet. You're talking about your political leader walking. I could see Michaela having a power walk. Gary Griffith having a power walk. Who again? You can't power walk? Leave me alone with that nonsense, eh? Leave me alone. So let's go back to things that making sense in this country. Because you see that what them just do there? They're making no sense. But I just want to remind you, those of you who are on the live, Basdio Pandey said something years ago. And I want to tell you all, I want to show you all it. This is what Baz had to say. Take a listen to Uncle Baz. He tell you, I hope his daughter know this. Because there's rumors that she's looking to join up now. Take a listen to Baz, Uncle Baz. Right? I want to play Uncle Baz for you. Take a listen to Uncle Baz, the old Pandey, who you hear people reign and rating up as one of the best prime ministers, but they forget that he said this. Take a listen to Uncle Baz. Take a listen. Come on, live.
And also, that as long as Kamala Persad-Bissessar remains as leader of this thing they call the UNC, the PNM will be in power for the next 20 years.
What? No, Uncle Baz, you didn't just say that.
And also, that as long as Kamala Persad-Bissessar remains as leader of this thing they call the UNC, the PNM will be in power for the next 20 years. And also, that as long as Kamala Persad-Bissessar remains as leader of this thing they call the UNC, the PNM will be in power for the next 20 years.
And that's the voice of the late, great Basdio Pandey. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Pastor Google. I don't want to be out of place, so I want to ask first if I could talk about anything.
No, I don't talk about anything. We are talking about the press conference that the Prime Minister would have had. This program is not anything talk program. We played the press conference. We played the press conference a while ago of the new Prime Minister, Minister Stuart Young, SC, and we taking feedbacks on how people felt about his first official press conference.
Oh, well, I didn't know about that because I just walked in the house and I saw you on the program here. And I decided to call in with that issue. But anyway, you say you're not talking, you're just basing on that, so I will leave it alone.
Okay then, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Google. You see that church in pants long. All the time saying, call election. No election, go to get quiet. God bless you, bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I hear you, caller. Loud and clear. Is there another caller holding on here? No. All right, 342-0081-466-5391. Yeah, let's take some calls and let's hear what you have to say.
Get interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
All right, let's go to the phone line. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, okay, you're not there. Caller, you can call me back. So while I wait for your calls, I want to show you something. So, you know, they keep saying that this government has done nothing and they will continue to not do anything and all of that. So let's just show you quickly something here. All right, so I'm going to show you. PNM delivered the Roxborough Hospital. Right? So if you're on the live, you're seeing PNM delivered the Roxborough Hospital. So I know that you're on the live because I'm seeing you on the live. Cool? So we go in. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, sir.
You know, these reporters and them just have an agenda is to make the PNM look bad the Prime Minister did the same thing they want to do with him. The 3 issues came up and they didn't want to talk nothing about it. You understand?
Yeah, because my thing is, and you're right, caller, because he talked about the opposition leader called for observers. And the Prime Minister would have spoken.
Listen to how he coming over here now. He talk about the observers with the opposition leader always calling about. And he says 3 parties they send invitation to come and observe the election. But I want to tell the opposition, it's still licks. You understand me? The other issue is the one with the Spencer. The American government accept that he will be ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago. And the next one is the foreign
exchange.
The foreign currency.
The foreign exchange,
and
yeah.
They want to
they ask a question.
Hello?
Yeah.
They raise a question on that.
Yeah.
But they come in to talk about bullying. Now, Pastor Google, in my times, if you can't take fatigue or heckle or whatever we used to call it, that is your business, and we get down in your ears too, if you understand what I'm saying.
But sir, right here on this radio station, I get bullied right here.
Well, I
right here, I got bullied. People say my wife leave me. People say all kind of thing.
You understand what I'm saying here? So the bullying, when it reached to physical violence, words are better than blows. You understand me, Pastor Google?
Yes, caller.
Prime Minister Stuart Young, thank you very much. Hold them by the scruffle and show them that you have answer for all the questions. Thank you very much, Pastor Google.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Google, Michaela Asbiarel. What is the word I could use? Anyhow, forget the word you're going to come from. To join up with Mrs. Bissessa with the way how she treated her, how she spoke about her party. Michaela, don't make that mistake, because it wouldn't last as long as the red house fire. You trust me on that. You mean just to win an election? You just speak somebody so poorly, so bad, and you want them to join up with you now just because they're looking good. All the people leaving your party, you're begging for support now. But Pastor Google, I mean, this thing, it has no integrity in this thing, boy. On that side, no loyalty, no integrity, no decency, no nothing is love about them, boy. Nothing.
Right.
You're probably going to be put in the grave, well, or in the ashes.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google and Trinidad and Tobago. He was watching a well orchestrated first cabinet meeting. Very professional. He handled it wonderfully. And these media people, why they're so sickening and petty? All they're talking about bullying, but all you're bullying him to talk about the bullying? Leave things alone, now, man. Akash wasn't there like this woman come with the grace and anointing of Akash to come to bully the man. Oh gosh. But he handled them perfectly. I must say it was a perfect equilibrium in everything that he did. Well done, Prime Minister Stuart Young, and you encourage me the more to dip. I ain't dipping the tip, you know. It's going straight down to my race. I coming out there with my whole hand ready.
Thank you very much, caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, good afternoon again.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Google, you know, the media is something else. As the gentleman said before, you have 3 questions on the table, right? The Prime Minister come to the public with, right? What they discuss at cabinet level. And none of the media ask anything about the foreign exchange, CARICOM leaders, observers, and all kind of thing, right? But all you forget that some of these media workers get voucher under the UNC, and they have to toe the line to the UNC to come here in a press conference which the Prime Minister say he has to talk about 3 things on the level, and he want the public to know about it, to come to talk about bullying. But Pastor Google, everybody get bullied. Everybody went through them. As somebody said, I little games in school and all kind of thing going on, man. But Pastor Google, let me make this point before I forget. Right? What you were saying there? No, just now. You see, I forget, yes, Pastor Google. You see where it is when you getting down in the age, Pastor Google, you can't take your mind out of what they want to say at all. But again, people know what you're all doing. This is a serious election, and do not play it like when you're playing racehorse. When you reach your window, you want to change your bet. Know what you're going to do, and put it on the balize, and let me finish them off. Okay? Have a good day, Pastor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you inside the Google, Pastor Google?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, okay. Well, boy, the first man who talked about the 3 points that was spoken, he beat me to the draw. They call him all the time and I get him, he beat me, boy. Because I had that as a brother who is listening to the thing and really understand. And I had it right down and all to just wait it. You started to talk about the power walk, and then, well, is a conference or a media interview?
It was a media press conference. Well, it was a media briefing based on what they would have spoken about in the cabinet today.
Right. Well, that is the point. What was spoken in the cabinet, he had to say, well, all right, yeah, we talk about 3 things, but you're going to come up with a 4th. And so, what is that? And we was talking about that even before. Anyway, it's in the air. But look what I was, as a brother who, big politician and a normal man, look how we just think. That media people inside, I feel if you was there, you'd do better. I tell you, because media people, they talk about this forex, which is the exchange of currency and so forth. You talk about the CARICOM, we talk about the gas and how everything. You talk about the observers, you talk about the SSA. You know, I find it so strange that that come like a waste of media conference then, because when I'm there for then, if guys already so they could have talked about the exit bank business, you could have all of that you could have talked and find out. Well, how the master would deal with those matters now, says the Dr. Rowley and God, and so forth. But yeah, and I'm on the ground. And we have to listen to media people like that. I'm telling you. I just listen to some kind of thing, and I don't find it was impressive. I mean, if I hear people say anything, and I'm going to say that probably, and I see I'm not talking, but I had all that talk before the postman coming. But thank you, brother, for starting the show. You know? And that's the whole case with me. I'm going back to nobody because we don't talk that already. You understand? And I just put out what I hear, what I understand, what I see. And what I see, let me understand it. That makes no sense. So, all right. I'll leave it there, brother Pastor Google. I talk my mind where I see. I didn't no big no thing, so I can't talk much about it, but I wanted to hear. How we thinking about the Asian international thing? You have the man in the first press conference to talk some nice things so that we could hear some nice things. You go on there talking stupidness about bully. 33 years ago. Look, all right, thank you, Pastor Google. Thank you, Pastor Google. Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago.
All right.
I'm very serious out here. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. I'll be short and sweet. PNM playing, UNC playing draft and PNM playing chess. So the way behind. That's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google. With respect to the international observers,
right?
Me personally don't see need for it, and I'll explain to you why. When you go to the polling booth, what happens? There is a UNC, well, any of the parties that are taking part in the election have somebody sitting there. Consecutive number 3006, consecutive number 3007, and they scratch it off. And at the end of that day, they just tally to make sure the amount of votes that took place is the amount that they have on their list with everybody's name. how is it possible for an election to be stolen if your party is there observing election and my party is there observing election? How can an election be stolen? You understand the question?
Yeah.
So what? Why is the need for an international observer? For what purpose? Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Let me say good afternoon to you, Pastor Google. Let me say good afternoon to your listeners at this time.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
On YouTube, also on Facebook. And what are you talking about, Pastor Google?
The press conference.
The press conference. Pastor Google, I want to ask you a question on the last caller. I want to ask only a question, Pastor Google, because it's the most foolish if I'm out here. The election do not be stolen all over the world. It doesn't end people complaining all over the world about election. We, on the other side, are saying that we do not just CARICOM. What is the problem? It is
And
not our right.
And he is saying he is now. He also wrote an invitation letter to international observers too.
Well, if he did
not if he did. He said it in the press conference.
If he did that, Pastor,
it's not if he did it.
We welcome international observer.
All right. So tell your leader now that she needs to put out a press conference saying to Prime Minister Young, just like how she write him to tell him to do it, she need to write him and say, okay, thank you very much. We acknowledge the fact that
no. I wait to hear what the opposition leader have to say about that. I cannot.
Your leader.
Next thing that international people you want to come here, we do not trust them too.
Kingsley,
so
you didn't hear the press conference. So how you could reach the conclusion now? If your leader say if your leader say she don't trust them, you're going and say you don't trust them too?
No, we do the research and we go and look up and see who is them, people and them, and then we follow the
Prime Minister said who those people were. Everybody hear him.
Well,
your leader supposed to come out now and say she.
I didn't hear the press conference. Pastor Google. I didn't hear. And why the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister, I'm going to speak to religion leaders. Parliament observe is not the Prime Minister of this country no more.
No,
Parliament observe.
That's not true. That's not Kingsley.
I listen to you. I listen to you.
He met with the denominational schools, the religious organizations who have denominational schools. They met with the Prime Minister to talk about because I can't remember the word right now. It wasn't like if he met with them for any other spiritual reason.
Hold on, Pastor. I hear you. And again, we are saying that Stuart Young have to hold up election.
Hold what?
We are
everything?
Saying that no soul cartoon, because this could be corruption. We call election.
What is corruption? Meeting with
we are saying that hold up on everything until after the election.
All right.
This meal tip is being brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture. Our taste.
In this month, close to 2 billion Muslims worldwide observe Ramadan, their most holy and beloved month, yet most difficult. 30 days of fasting from food and drink and praying build mental fortitude and closeness to Allah. There is a lesson in their sacrifice, discipline, and faith, a motivation to us all to be resilient and look forward to a brighter day. Just as the hunger of Ramadan ends with the joys of Eid, it is our prayer that the power of this holy month inspire humanity to awaken, to remember God, and to make this world a better place. Ramadan Mubarak to our Islamic community and our nation from your Royal Castle.
Thinking of what to have for lunch or dinner? Here's a meal tip from Royal Castle. If your day is hectic and there's no time to cook, save time. The Castle is known for tasty chicken, but have you tried our rotisserie chicken? Pick up a single meal of a quarter rotisserie chicken and any one side. Choose from crinkle-cut fries, creamy potato salad, tasty coleslaw, or fresh salad. If you really like rotisserie, try one entire chicken. We even have the banquet special, a bigger meal for the entire family of one whole rotisserie chicken, 4 sides and a 2-liter soft drink. Make sure to pick up some of our creamy honey mustard sauce or tempting pepper sauce and have a delicious, satisfying lunch or dinner. Pop into a branch close to you. See you at Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
Lent is here, and the Castle is making fasting easy and tasty. Come enjoy any of our 5 delicious fish options, all made with a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal. 2 slices of fish with a side. The fish combo. 2 slices of fish, 1 side, and a drink. Maybe the fish sandwich combo of 1 sandwich, a side, and a drink. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Enjoy a slice of fish, a fish sandwich with a side and a drink. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
That tip was brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
Real. I want the truth. Straight. You can't handle the truth. And fair.
I seek righteousness.
The official station that defends the nation. The Street 91 FM.
CARICOM, and CARICOM is on its way for April 28th. Before I saw the letter from the leader of the opposition, I had also dispatched an official letter as the Prime Minister to the Right Honourable Baroness Patricia Scotland, King's Counsel, Commonwealth Secretary General, requesting that the Commonwealth Secretariat provide observers as well to Trinidad and Tobago's election.
So Kingsley here, who is the people coming? The second batch of people coming? King's Council? Kingsley, as somebody in the live say, was sleeping through the press conference. So apart from the CARICOM observers, we are having King's Council. I want to play it again for you to hear Kingsley, in case you missed it. In case you missed it, listen who it is.
King's Counsel, Commonwealth Secretary General, requesting that the Commonwealth Secretariat provide observers as well.
So you hear who we having? Let me see if your leader will have a problem with them too. Right? Let us see if your leader, Kingsley, will have a problem with that. Right? You have me going back to pull tape. Anyway, it's a good thing. So for people who missed it, will hear it. Lord Father, you see how my work doesn't be easy? But you know that, anyway. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. All right, you're not there, you hang up. 342-0081-466-5391. My last bit of calls before I leave this building. I look to go down the road. On a power walk. I feel I might go to Puna, boy. Puna? I feel I might come down Puna just now. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. God bless our country. God bless our leader, and congratulations to the swearing in of the PNM candidates and ministers of business. It was successful. So what happened behind door, we always quarrel at our home and go outside with a smiley face. Pastor Google, what you expect? Some people are programmed, because listen, they had said, oh, they must be like a damn annoying mosquito. He gone. Oh, he come after me. They also said, call the election, call the election, call the election. They call the election. They have a problem. Something. They need counseling, Pastor Google. They need counseling. Something is wrong, and they program some of these supporters, boy. Oh my gosh. Pastor Google, it's not fair. They program these people, and these people cannot shift. They can't think, they can't use common sense. I heard a program on this radio this morning. I called in the people, and they would not answer the phone because their program probably not to answer the phone. But I wanted to know what it is they eat and swallow. I was going to ask them just that. What they ate and swallow.
All right.
All right, I wouldn't go further.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
Good program. Pastor Google, I want to ask Kingsley, if they mix up the name and put it on top of the Twin Towers, if he can figure it out, I want to ask Kingsley if he mouth does tell his brain what to say or if his brain does tell him mouth. Because when UNC have internal election, there's one outside observer. Every time Kamala win the election internal, people are saying she keeps it. So don't blame PNM. All of them talk for their own self, Kingsley. And I ask you, Kingsley, is a black brother like me. Think, my brother. Think. You only hear think. Ying. Oh, God, Kingsley. Don't just talk because you have a hole in your face. So, God, think now, please.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, Google.
Good afternoon.
I calling this election a snapshot thing. And it's better to really, they have no choice. You and Rolly had no choice. They go out, bless Rolly and keep it strong. And we'll say bye-bye, so long, and we'll see you later. All right.
I don't understand nothing you say, though. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir, Pastor Google and Trinidad and Tobago. To me, the conference by the Prime Minister was well handled and was well dealt with. However, we know that the media has an agenda and they will do all that is necessary to appease the people who they support. And just to go a bit further, I asked a question to Mr. Kingsley really because he's saying that we have a one-day Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister is not the Prime Minister. Oh God, come on, but I empathize with you, sir. And your blessing is always from me because your job is not an easy one. But stick with it, my brother.
Thank you very much.
All right, cool.
Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google. You can remember that Kotium go up on the platform and say that Kamala and the people when election they fall. I am asking the question why the Prime Minister want to meet people from the bank. At this time I am saying this.
Kingsley.
Everything has to stall and
Kingsley, well, that is not how our country... All right, goodbye, okay. Kingsley, because you're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening. Well, you're not listening. He just... If you go back and listen to the press conference, I don't have time to explain.
Next thing I deal with is a bad deal for this country.
Kingsley, it's not have no deal. It's not a deal. You have to go back and listen to the press conference. There was no deal. Go back and listen.
Pastor Google,
Kingsley, go back and listen to the press conference you are calling because you're calling and you're not making any sense. The man is not making any deal. What you talking about deal?
Pastor, I am saying that at this time, Dr. Roddy, at this time, Young shouldn't meet nobody.
Well, all right, Kingsley, you say that about 5 million times. All right, thanks.
I am saying.
All right, thanks. Thanks. Hello, good afternoon. You're not making any sense.
Hi.
You will listen to the press conference where you call and say that he should make no deal. What deal you gonna make?
Hello?
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. If I was in your position and he's calling Kingsley, the main fact that he didn't listen to the conference, I would not accept hold any discussion with him. Because the main thing, he's supposed to listen, and that's what you're coming to discuss. So just don't worry yourself about him. Ignore him. He had all right to listen. So you don't have to satisfy him. Thank you. And I listened to I don't know if you did with that, the conference, the TV conference with the deputy leader, with I forget now, he confused me, with Kamala. And with Kamala, I had to call a friend and we had to pray because as a prime minister, this is what you come up with to talk about what about the ministers and them from the past. What did I learn? I learned nothing from her.
Wow.
All I learned is the devil was talking through her, and which was terrible as a person seeking to be prime minister. You only bad talking people. She talking about reaching and whatnot. What about Princess with all that money? The Princess in the party now. All that 1.7 million was in his account. She ain't talking about that. They have so many things, but she's talking about these little petty things. Oh, it was disgusting. I had to pray that whatever she's saying would not come out.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Once again, Pastor Google, we hope the right-thinking citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, right, will be able to make the decision that will help Trinidad and Tobago be the country that it should be. You see, class, listen, and you know, Dr. Rowley said a little bit here, Dr. Rowley said it, right? You don't hear anything. This is a government, this UNC party is supposed to be the government in waiting, right? So people will have us believe, right? That's generally what they say. And there is nothing that is sometimes really valid, that is really honest, that is really hopeful. There is nothing inspirational. When you listen to their platforms, it is moving and just, it's like really rum politics. And I'm saying, when you listen to Stuart Young speak post-cabinet meeting and take questions from our reporters and media personnel who think they could trap him, you see the difference in the quality. Pastor Google, I ain't gonna you need to play the song, you know. The quality of leadership. The quality of leadership. UNC even, I mean, again, yesterday we see that more people leaving, and we know it have more people to leave. And I think like they are really going crazy because there is nothing to tell me. Even if I was disenchanted with the PNM, what is one thing I can vote for the UNC for? Who am I going to put to lead this country, to meet with dignitaries across the globe when it has become so volatile? This global market that we live in is so volatile. Can we put Kamala Prasad to truly represent me in Trinidad and Tobago globally? When all she steals, before she left, we were in danger, Pastor Google, with the very regional CARICOM members. We were not cheap. Trinidad wasn't at ATM. Jamaica and other places were pulling our things off the shelves. And yet still nothing is learned. Why is she still relevant to our politics? That's the best the opposition can do. Why is she relevant to our politics? There are some people who should not have been relevant today for our politics, but there are a band of people that keep perpetuating these people on us in ways that make people feel irrelevant, and we could go somewhere with that. You know what? Let me say, Kamala Prasad, my sister, is our past. She will never be Trinidad and Tobago's future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. You know the UNC elections, right? That passed. That was the NETEC elections, the executive elections they had. And you have these UNC people calling and talking about how the UNC had elections and PNM and they didn't have no elections and this and that. Now, the PNM elections, we know in the constitution of the PNM, once it's an election year, they don't have no eternal that kind of election. True or false, Pastor?
Very true.
Right.
So when you have nonsense trying to pontificate and lie to people and say, oh, we didn't keep any leadership election, it don't ever happen in an election year.
Exactly. We know that, right? But they're pushing that. But here the next thing. You know that the leadership for the UNC election is in June this year?
Okay.
The elections, general elections, is in April. When UNC lost, they had to go and elect a leader.
Yes. Yes.
In June.
Yes.
June is after April.
Yes.
Right? So that election's coming. They playing like they don't know nothing about it. Them elections passed, but they're not talking about the leadership elections in the UNCs in June. They're only pushing this propaganda thing like if PNM ain't hold, they ain't want to have no leadership election. But come on, them we had our leadership elections and it passed. But that was just part of the elections. The real leadership election coming up in June.
Yeah, man.
And you know when they lost, you know what's going to happen, right?
Well,
Right,
we
Google.
see what's going to happen already. We see what will happen already.
But
Thank
I
you,
don't
man.
know what's going to happen. I more back now. Kamala again going to survive after she lost.
No, well, she done say already. If she lost, she gone, you know.
She said that?
Yeah, she said that.
I didn't hear when she said that.
Yeah, she
but
said
I
that.
know that that's a throne for she. So
Yeah, man.
she's the queen and everything. She's giving up that just so. But
right,
that's all I wanted them to let you know, that them people and them trying to make it out like if PNM is this kind of dictatorship party. But we go see what's going on in June.
All right, man. Thanks very much. Last caller, quickly.
Yeah, Pastor Google. Good day. Now, can we make a noise about the constable shutdown until election? What happened in 2015? For 3 months after the Friday before election,
how much things they sign off on? They take out the clause for the highway. All kind of thing. Why is he the demand that from he party?
You understand? He worry right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Pastor Google.
Thank you. I am out of here, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you all very much. Those of you who are on the live, I appreciate you. Thank you all very, 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 very much. And those of you who are on Facebook, I appreciate you all also. Thank you all very much for being on the live. And those of you who would have called in, make your contributions. Those of you also are silent listeners on the radio. Let me say thank you all very much. I'm out of here. Be safe. And talk to you guys tomorrow. Please go at 12 o'clock. Come in early as we discuss the issues and current affairs, and it's an election year, so you know. Let's see what's going to happen.